You trying to plan for your vacation already for next year? You might as well, man. You get a blink and it's gonna be here already. All right, we got a whole bunch of stuff to cover today. Lots of gaming stuff today. That's the wrong mouse. I almost ended the stream, boys. Almost killed the whole thing. This is the Cronus game.
The bar is closed, but I don't think anyone will ask us to leave. Come, join me.
Maybe.
What is all this?
Oh, look at... Why does he look so different? It's like they're different Predator suits almost. Each one has its own stories.
Magnificent. Don't you think?
Our work is to save them, not admire them.
Whoa, what the hell?
People listened to music once. And told each other stories. Unfortunately, the whole thing was not preserved.
Don't shoot!
This is how I do my own part in saving them.
But it's dangerous outside.
That is
The
eerie.
disease! Everyone outside is exposed! That's why I brought her here!
She does not matter.
She matters to me! I wanted to protect her! Preserve one thing dear to me in this whole wide, fucked up world!
When can you value the time you've been given the most, if not here and now? It's a paradox. Or an anomaly, rather.
Some kind of experiment, right?
This is solace.
What are you doing?
Preserving.
What the fuck?
So, the human race is an anomaly to you.
Oh, yes. And a perfect one.
Are they not even humans? Holy shit, what a freaking trailer, man. That was beautiful. That was really good. Oh, look, you get different suits. Dang, when does this come out? September 5th. I know, right? Holy crap, that was really well done. There's more. Hold on. I know there's more. Oh, it's all Battlefield. Hold on. Hold a second. No. Here, we'll watch this. I thought there was more. I don't think there is. Ain't that about right? You're rich. That's funny. Ooh.
PlayStation.
There we go. We got the new Silent Hill game.
運転手さんいませんか?
As someone who loved Bloober Team's 2024 remake of Silent Hill 2, I'm happy to report that while being developed by an entirely different developer, Silent Hill F boasts that same level of quality and polish. From story to world building,
That is
from graphics,
eerie. Holy Jesus.
the combat and exploration, Taiwan-based developer Neobards has created an experience that meets the high bar set by the Polish developer, albeit in a drastically different setting. As I started walking the dense yet
I think you're
deserted
right. I
streets
think it
of
is time for another
Ebiskalka,
Resident
it
Evil
was
game.
immediately apparent just how detailed and well realized this fictional remote town in the mountains of rural Japan in the 60s is. With an immersive over-the-shoulder view and no UI on screen during exploration, Silent Hill
Really?
F is a game that tells a convincing story through its visuals. Ebiskalka is undoubtedly one of the most impressive contemporary Japanese townscapes I've ever seen in a video game, and that comes from someone who has lived in Japan for the majority of his life and loves games like Shenmue, Persona, and Ghostwire Tokyo. One of the few minor issues I had with the Silent Hill 2 remake was that the majority of its playtime is spent inside buildings and facilities. While these functioned as well-designed dungeons packed with horrifying enemies to fight and intricate puzzles to solve, the increase in volume compared to the 2001 original made it feel like exploration of the actual town of Silent Hill was limited. And so I was pleasantly surprised that the vast majority of my playtime with Silent Hill F was spent exploring Ebiskalka, which oozes with atmosphere. Files and other documents scattered throughout the town add context to Ebiskalka, which flourished as a mine town during its heyday. Now it has become a largely forgotten village, and its people are stuck in old ways, such as favouring traditional healthcare methods over modern medical science, and being overly devout to the Shinto deity Inari. The context of Ebiskalka and its people immediately feel like they are an integral part of Silent Hill F's cohesive story, which made me eager to go off the beaten path and obtain every hidden file. The game starts after protagonist Hinako, a female high school student, runs away from home after being scolded by her drunk father. Walking the empty streets of Ebiskalka, heading to the local candy store to meet up with Hinako's fellow high school friends feels like an authored walking simulator reminiscent of games like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Of course, it doesn't take long until Hinako and her friends discover something is wrong in town, and before you know it, Hinako is holding an iron pipe in her hands, an iconic weapon of the series. Ebiskalka then gradually proves to be...
It's kind of crazy, so like, this one just kind of dropped in on the town, I guess.
not just suited for a captivated walking simulator experience,
I wonder what happened to the
also
three
the
of them.
perfect setting for a horror game, as its narrow
That's
alleys
kind of
and
that's kind of the theme, right? It's because they're dead, they died, ripped.
staircases are ideal to hide enemies behind corners, while also functioning as a maze for the player to get lost in.
Yeah, probably.
In some instances, doors left ajar and open windows invite Hinako inside traditional
I'm gonna let
tatami
Ninja Gaiden
houses,
pass on
where she will
through.
have to solve simple puzzles in order to make her way through to the next area. These puzzles play out in an unconventional way. One puzzle, for example, had me obtain keys to a locked door, but there was nothing noteworthy inside. Then, as I went back to the corridor, another door suddenly swung open, which gave me the chills. Silent Hill F's scenario writer, Yukishi07, sees Japanese horror as a subgenre that doesn't so much rely on threats to the protagonist's life, but rather makes you feel uncomfortable by creating situations that feel off. When you think about it, Silent Hill is a series known for just that. While there isn't a lack of life-threatening encounters, some of this series' most uncomfortable moments are in conversations with its outright weird characters. In Silent Hill F, Hinako and her friends are trying to find a way to escape the haunted town of Ebiskalka. Interactions with these friends seem normal at first, but then suddenly they say something or do something that catches you off guard. Also, in typical Silent Hill fashion, puzzles often reveal something about Hinako herself or the world she inhabits. A puzzle on a misty rice field has you examine scarecrows in order to learn the direction you should be heading, which is connected to a childhood trauma of Hinako getting lost and being afraid of the scarecrows. During my playthrough, puzzles never felt too difficult. Hints provided by files you obtain never make the solution too obvious, while still giving the player an idea of what they have to do. Silent Hill F has difficulty settings for both its combat and puzzles, and while Konami advised me to play on story mode for both, I stubbornly chose normal mode as I wanted to take on a challenge. While the difficulty of the
actually a
puzzles
HUD for this one. That's kind of crazy. This one has a HUD.
never overwhelmed me, combat proved to be a bit more demanding. Silent Hill F's combat relies entirely on melee attacks. Hinako can obtain all sorts of weapons ranging from iron pipes to kitchen knives and baseball bats, but no guns come into play. With some exceptions, these weapons are not obtained through story beats, but are scattered throughout Silent Hill F's world like other resources, and Hinako can carry up to 3 weapons at a time. As you wield iron pipes and stab at enemies with knives, you will notice that the game has weapon durability. It is a nice touch that weapons that are about to break actually change in appearance, so expect to be holding a bent pipe or a broken bat. This also functions as a hint to the player, which Hinako will acknowledge by mentioning that she should fix it. Weapons can be fixed by using a repair kit, but these are so scarce that on many occasions you will have to say goodbye to your new favourite weapon. While weapon durability is often regarded as a burden in games, it works here.
It abso-fucking-lutely is. It's a metal pipe. Come on!
As finding a new weapon and repair kits quickly becomes an integral part of the resource management that the survival horror genre is known for, especially since you won't be having to look for ammo this time around. A clever system allows you to turn in your resources for an in-game currency at save points, which can be used to increase your stats or obtain new amulets that can be equipped to give you certain buffs.
Amulets?
That means that if you are careful and don't waste your resources, leftovers can be turned into something useful, which feels like a great reward to a well-planned expedition. Combat itself has a similar feel to Silent Hill 2's close-range combat. You can dodge enemy attacks with the dual senses circle button, while you can activate light and heavy attacks with R1 and R2 respectively. Your limited reach and lengthy attack motions give a realistic, weighty feel to combat. Heavy attacks especially are slow and need to be timed well, contributing to the feeling that Hinako is just a teenager with limited strength.
That's a piss-poor excuse. Shit, I was at my strongest and at my fastest as a teenager. So don't give me that bullshit. That's bullshit. Anyone can tell you that's bullshit.
Combat, apart from Silent Hill 2's more limited melee combat, is the implementation of timed dodges and counterattacks. The latter in particular deals a lot of damage and is key in battle. Enemies briefly show a sign when a counterattack can be utilized, but unless you have trained your reflex skills by playing games of the likes of Sekiro, you will likely have a hard time reacting. That's where the focus mode comes in, which can be triggered by holding...
Everyone compares everything to Sekiro. I need to play Sekiro. That's the game I need to be playing, not fucking Noir or whatever the fuck that retard game is. I need to be playing Sekiro.
L2. Sadly, we don't have any footage of it, but when in focus mode, enemy signs for counterattacks appear.
Oh, dude, yeah, just imagine if she got a samurai sword. But I feel like it would be the same. I feel like it would break easy because, like, especially if these are mannequins, I don't feel like they'd...
While also charging up
like
a
the
power
hard
attack
plastic.
that staggers an enemy. That means you might head into focus mode with the intention of going for a counterattack, but find yourself switching to a power attack when it charges before the enemy shows an opening. Focus mode is tied to Hinako's mental energy gauge, which
that thing looks crazy. What the
exists separately from her stamina and health bar. Interestingly, the upper limit of her mental energy decreases when enemies do something that scares her, or when she is frightened by a certain event, connecting the gameplay to the story and Hinako's mental state. Luckily, there are items that can recover the upper limit of your mental energy gauge, but Hinako's stamina is limited too. When she runs out of stamina and mental energy, she can become so frightened and tired that she won't even be able to move for a while. Managing her energy resources, therefore, is key to survival.
Oh god, you have to play as a little bitch. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Oh, Jesus, man. Anything they can do to drag the fucking games out. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably try the game out, see how it is, but I don't know.
Hey, Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Kojima comments on the upcoming Metal Gear Solid 3 remake.
I've wanted to know what Kojima's comments would be about Konami bringing back Metal Gear Solid.
Silksong stands up
curious.
its fans again, and Square Enix has a new...
I don't fucking care. I just want to know what Kojima said, dude.
He'll play Metal Gear Solid Delta. So Kojima may be the creator of the seminal stealth series Metal Gear, but that doesn't mean he'll play Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. In an interview with...
What is that title? Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater? Just call it Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remaster. Why did they add the Delta into that? It's so fucking like...
When asked if he would be playing Metal Gear Solid Delta when it is released later this summer...
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remaster sounds so much better. It comes off the tongue so much cleaner than Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater Remastered. That makes no sense.
He laughed and replied, "No, I won't." Kojima's bitter split with his former employer Konami kicked off in March 2015, when rumors first began to swirl that Kojima Productions' branding had been stripped from Konami's website. Shortly thereafter, a report surfaced claiming Hideo Kojima would be parting ways with Konami following the development of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Great game. Apparently, he and other members of his senior staff were working as contractors and would exit Konami when their deals ended that December. By July, Kojima's name and branding were removed from The Phantom Pain. By August, Silent Hills was canceled. Then the playable teaser, PT, was removed entirely from the PlayStation Store in January 2019.
Yep, that was the biggest thing that hit gaming, was the removal of PT.
While it seems unlikely, especially given Kojima's latest...
Because apparently, even though it was just a demo, it was really, really fucking good.
Konami's current Metal Gear series producer, Noriaki Okamura, has said he'd love to work with Kojima again on Metal Gear. As for Kojima himself, Kojima Productions just released Death Stranding 2 last month. There's also the live-action Death Stranding film from A24 on the way, and the Xbox...
That's right, we've got a Death Stranding film coming out, boys! Woo, woo. I hope it's good.
Xbox published OD, which he describes as a game I have always wanted to make. He's also working on a PlayStation-exclusive action espionage project called Fizzant. Moving on, today's Nintendo Direct...
That's it, I don't care about Nintendo, fuck Nintendo. We have a video about how Nintendo made, since their update, Nintendo made a lot of people really angry. Well, that's what you fucking get, childs. People that are children that don't know how to grow up and stop getting... Dude, so tell me why whenever I posted that video of IGN's review of Donkey Kong, I had people in my comments that were, like, to the death trying to defend Nintendo, and I finally got fed up with it, and I made a pinned comment that I said, because someone had said, if it's so bad, then why is Nintendo making so much money? Why do you think they're still around? And I was like, first off, no. The reason why Nintendo's still around is because you have children who have grown up that don't know how to grow up and realize that they're being overcharged for they're being overpriced for they're getting their money from people who have not grown up, who are willing to pay $80 for an overpriced platformer. And it was like a whole thing that I had said, and then I pinned it, and then like the first comment below that was true, and I was like, thank you. I like it just pissed me off, dude. It's like, dude, no. We got a lot of Battlefield 6 stuff to cover.
In Battlefield, you and your squad will be battling it out across a world drowned...
This looks like it's gonna be really, really good. I don't give a shit about the multiplayer. I care about the single player. I could give a rat's fucking ass about the multiplayer cheating experience. I want the single player experience to come back.
...in turmoil. A world filled with epic battles for you to partake in.
Oh, dude!
Are built for the experience
Can you actually? Fuck!
With Battlefields.
Can you break the landscape up now? Can you like destroy buildings?
Across a world with epic battles for you to
look at that. That's crazy.
Take it. All our spaces are built for the experience you want as a player. Whether that's intense, close quarters infantry combat, or large-scale warfare with tanks, choppers, and jets. So let's start with where you'll be battling it out.
Battlefield 6 will take you all over the globe, from Egypt and Gibraltar to Tajikistan and the...
Well, that's what I don't understand. Like, Battlefield 2 was great. I loved Battlefield 2. If I remember right, Battlefield 3 was pretty good, too. I don't know what the fuck happened to all these, like... I remember back whenever you could get, like... You would get a Call of Duty game and you would storm the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. And it's like, dude, that was the shit. Watching people get mowed down with Hitler's buzzsaws and like trying to storm the beaches, crawling over your allies, just trying to survive. Like the music that they would play whenever you would walk out and you would, they would lower the doors and you would be bobbing in the water and you would look out and see the sun. And you would fucking see the beaches, and you would see all the gunfire coming from the fucking beach line. That was the shit. Dude, like, goosebumps for fucking days. and you would hear the music, and then you would hear people screaming, the gunfire. Like, I remember back whenever these games meant something, when they had a stance to make, when they had, like, warfare that they wanted to talk about from, like, ancient battles. And now it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. It's laughable. It should have been Call of Duty World War II. If I'm not mistaken. It's like the old school ones, not this new shit. We're talking back from the PlayStation 2 era. The the Big Red 1, that was another good one. Or, European Assault, Medal of Honor. Like, dude, you name it, I pretty much played those COD games. I was all up in that single player good shit. And I know, like, it obviously hits different now that I'm older, but, like, back whenever I was growing up, I thought that was the coolest shit. Where is that at now? Yeah, we got in the new Call of Duty game, you fucking running around in some bitch's dreamland. I don't give a fuck about that.
Streets of Brooklyn in the US.
Fighting zombies in the actual gameplay, bro. Blow up the Twin Towers. Send terrorists into airports again. Where the fuck is that at? I want to play as a terrorist shooting up an airport. That was so controversial at the time. What happened? Who pussified you? That's crazy to me.
Launch will have 9 maps, including a
Asmongold brought up a great point. He said, and this will stick with me till the day I die. Make it to where you're supposed to prevent the Twin Towers from being blown up, but then at the end, they get blown up anyway. That would be so controversial, that would be so fucking legendary, and it would be so cool. And it would hit some of what hit America. Remake Pearl Harbor. You remember Pearl Harbor? Fucking have another fucking game where you show what happened at Pearl Harbor. You can call it Call of Duty Pearl Harbor. That would be so fucking cool. Yeah, go after Bin Laden. That's right. Make a game where you go after Bin Laden. Hell, it could be in the same game with the Twin Towers going down. That would be so fucking epic.
The classic Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3.
Gibraltar is built to be up close and personal. Smaller.
I want to see landmarks get bombed. I want to see shit blown the fuck up. I want to see a war on American soil. That's what I want to see, not this fucking multiplayer shit. This trash.
Designed to support close quarters combat. Egypt is all about infantry and land vehicles.
It's like they're so scared to cross the line, bro. It's a fucking game. It's a game.
Capture our all-out war experience.
Stop being pussies and start making games good again.
Brooklyn.
This looks
In
good.
the best of both scale and close quarters.
Is that Brooklyn? I think that's Brooklyn, isn't it? What is the hanging bridge in the new Battlefield 6 trailer? I think that's a New York bridge. I remember seeing that in, like, Spider-Man. I think that's New York. Holy shit. Is this real?
Combat.
It's America. No, it is America. There's a flag right there.
Bringing the best
Look, that's America. Let's go.
of both scale and
Yo,
close
this is
quarters
what I
combat.
want to fucking see. Please tell me there's
All of
actual
these
single
maps
player
are built
that
to
brings
support
the war
any
to
of our
American
variety
soil.
of modes with custom layouts that we call combat zones that have been rigorously
I know I sound fucking crazy for saying that, dude, but, like, I'm so sick of these pussy games. I'm so sick of it.
play tested and iterated.
I want
to
a
ensure
war, goddammit, a war that shows what it would be like.
a thrilling, authentic battlefield experience,
That looks so good, though. Oh, that looks so
no matter
good.
where you're playing.
The little bit of multiplayer that I had played is the only multiplayer game that felt as realistic as it could be. You could go from being on the ground to flying jets and helicopters in the same map. That is awesome. They were the first ones that did it too.
Our all-out warfare trifecta of modes delivers moments you can't get in any other game. And with Battlefield 6, we're giving you more ways to play, all infused.
Damn!
Team Deathmatch.
Bro, did he really just do that? Hold on. So he blew up the fucking building and used the rubble to climb up to the top. Holy shit! Are we finally getting some good games here?
DNA. Team Deathmatch. Squad Deathmatch. Domination.
Man, this looks pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Even
King
the
of the
multiplayer
Hill.
looks good.
In our newest addition to our all-out warfare experience called Escalation, where teams are pushed to a final climactic battle that we think our players will love.
Yo, that's fucking cool.
We've spent countless hours of playtesting these modes, both internally and alongside our Battlefield Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true.
You see
to
that? They were
Battlefield's
flying the
immersive.
jet. You saw how they was flying the jet and they were driving the tank? That's the shit that you get for Battlefield.
We've spent countless hours of playtesting
So
these
he's
modes,
flying the jet and then
both
he's going to be
internally
driving the
and
tank.
alongside our Battlefield Labs participants, and working to refine them and make them feel true to Battlefield's brand of immersive warfare.
I've been saying the same thing. I need my haircut.
You can expect more maps, modes, and events as part of our post-launch seasonal content that we'll be telling you about closer to release.
And with the return of Portal, you can also
Portal?
build, share, and play your custom-created experiences.
What? No shot. You can make maps?
This new, more powerful version of Portal will enable creators to use an updated toolset that features editing tools that will let you create even wilder experiences. That's not all. In Portal's newly redesigned Verified mode, modifiers will allow players to set up hardcore rule sets with one-shot kills, closed weapons, and so much more. All with full
Holy
progression
shit.
and XP gain.
Yo, that's
With updates to our
crazy.
UI and navigation systems.
Yo, this kind of reminds me a little bit of Halo. Back in the day, like Reach, whenever people would make the custom maps, and you just get together with your fucking friends and just go in and screw around with it, dude. Like we had the dumpster diver or the predator, dude. That
Easier
shit was
than
so
ever to
fun.
find and share exciting new experiences made with Portal.
Shit.
We can't wait to see what you create, share, and play.
Damn. Oh, boys, this might be cool. This might. Ah. We got more. We got two more.
At the core of any great first-person shooter is the connection players have with its world. We know the things our players love about Battlefield and are elevating them to an even higher quality than ever before. Our class system is back, with new innovations
I
that
don't
give
know.
players even more choice. Intense tactical combat, from the gunplay to the way you move across the battlefield, rebuilt from the ground up. Vehicles that feel weighty, powerful, and can change the tide of war.
And of course, destruction. Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
He's absolutely right.
We heard you loud and clear. You want the class system back. Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. An iconic formula.
Holy shit, they listen to their fucking gamers. It's a miracle. I can't believe it. They actually listen to the people that play the game. Who'd have thought?
For Battlefield. Each class features a signature weapon set, as well as class-exclusive gadgets and traits that define your role in the squad.
The Assault class are the frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses to open a way for the rest of the team.
Bro just got dropped!
A handy grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover.
What?
Send them scurrying through the line of fire.
Oh!
Cornered by the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death. assault's enhanced mobility, combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon, makes you a formidable force that can push deep behind enemy lines.
You need a deterrent for tanks, helicopters, fucking jets? That's when you call in the engineer.
They gotta do an open beta, huh?
Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines.
Starts August 9th, 2025 until Sunday, August 10th. Then it goes offline for a few days before returning on Thursday, August 14th until Sunday, August 17th. Thanks for that info.
About being a menace to the vehicles.
Hopefully, if people stick around later in the video, they'll see that.
They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment,
Oh, you can
and
repair
weapon
vehicles.
The support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fights. Support can lay down deployable cover.
You can drag people?
Intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and they're the masters of the machine gun.
Boys, I ain't gonna lie, I think COD fell off.
There is no better class to keep your squad in the fights when the
COD
odds
fell
are against
off,
you.
bro.
Recon is our
This is crazy. What the fuck? This absolutely puts Call of Duty to shame. I cannot wait to see what the single player looks like for this game. Holy God!
To the squad
Battlefield's cooking.
Of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect.
You could drag in multiplayer. You can drag your down teammates. Are you fucking kidding me, yo?
With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions.
God can't even get their fucking zombies right.
Or that can cripple tanks and level buildings.
What?
And a laser designator that will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
For Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the kinesthetic combat system. Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflexive options.
The entire environment is breakable. Everything can be blown up. You can use the rubble to climb up to higher levels of the fucking buildings after you blow it up with a tank. Like, you can fly jets, you can fucking use tanks, you can drag allies when they're down. What the fuck happened to COD? This is like a toddler throwing stones at a fucking rocket ship, dude. Like, what is even happening right now?
It's about being aware of what's around you.
Holy shit!
How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction.
Look at how clean that is. Bro's jumping through buildings. He's jumped through the top story of a building, ran in, shot somebody down the stairs, ran out through the window, broke through the window, and landed on the street, and continued to kill people. What the fuck? Bro, this gameplay is abysmal. It's fucking crazy.
Save a downed squad mate by pulling them to safety while reviving them.
I need to be getting paid to watch this at this point. This is fucking hype.
Crouch while sprinting, and even perform agile rolls while escaping.
Bro, you can't even jump. In Call of Duty, you can't even jump over certain obstacles. Straight up. And you could just run through a fucking building through both walls in this one? Are you fucking kidding me?
All vehicles have been tuned to be more responsive and intuitive than ever before. Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes,
look at that,
rolling through the desert in a tank. The new Hitch a Ride ability lets your squad stay together by expanding the number of spots available for vehicles. And while it's easier to navigate with simplified control options, harnessing these war machines' full lethal potential requires the expertise of a pro.
We know you love destruction. And for Battlefield 6, we wanted to push destruction even further, both in terms of a spectacle and as a gameplay mechanic.
We're debuting a new iteration called Tactical Destruction that gives you even more options to own the battlefield.
Damn, dude, he fucking blew a hole in the floor to take out the mobs below him. Are you fucking kidding me?
Transform the environment. Wall blocking your way? Try C4, a rocket launcher, or your handy sledgehammer. Squad firing on your team from above? Take out the floor beneath them. Or blow it all up. Climb over the rubble? Problem solved.
All these these things come together to create a genre-defining, must-play first-person
I am absolutely blown away by this. This is probably going to be the best game, hopefully, that I've seen or maybe even played at this point. I might actually play this. This looks absolutely mind-blowing. This looks amazing. IGN is doing a fantastic job showcasing this. I am shocked at how well this is.
Shooter experience.
I'm actually mind blown by this. Like whenever I saw the most recent CODs, the newer COD game come out with the new zombies, I was like, all right, this looks alright. Yeah, sure, I'll play it. I'll give it a try. It looks like they revamped the zombies. I'm shocked at how good this looks. How aren't more games doing this? Why? How have we gone backwards so much that we don't even have what makes games fun anymore? This looks fun. This looks insane.
I saw something super interesting.
Oh, hold on, Charlie. Hold on. So if you haven't played Yakuza, I absolutely recommend Kiwami 1 and 2. Their stories are really good, and you don't have to play any of the other games to understand what's going on. They're gonna Oh, they're bringing it to the Switch. That hurts my soul, but...
カムロ町に派手な花火がドカンと一発打ち上がるんです。
A former Yakuza known as the Dragon of Dojima, Kazuma Kiryu, and a colorful leader the criminal underworld calls the Dragon of Concept.
These two games, if you play them back to back, you will not be disappointed. You will want to play the rest of the Yakuza series. They are so well written. They could have made a movie out of these two games and it would have made millions. The only thing that this game, the only reason why people have a problem with it is because people don't know the series and they're scared to start. They're scared to know where to start because there's so many games. If you want to get into the Yakuza game, play these two games first.
Yuji Goda.
西と東の大戦争。それこそがわしの狙いや。
Kamurocho, Tokyo. Sotenbori, Osaka. A power struggle between Yakuza factions unfolds with two major cities as the backdrop.
いいか、これは登場界だけの問題じゃない。関東の極道組織の存亡をかけた戦いだ。極道の世界で竜と呼ばれる男は一匹でええんですわ。
The greatest conflict in history. The endgame decided by the hands of two men.
覚悟はええな。ああ。
Kiryu faces his greatest challenge yet. Take down hordes of criminal thugs with the ultimate in brawling action. Use weapons, the environment, everything at your disposal to deliver devastating blows.
Not only is the gameplay really fun, but the storyline will have you wanting to go to the next main story, one after the other, after the other, after the other, because you want to know what happens next every single time. And it doesn't disappoint. It is so fucking well written. It is. I would say it's almost as well written as Death Stranding 1.
This intoxicating city, you'll find mahjong parlors, karaoke, batting centers, and the temptations.
Because the thing is like, you find this little girl who's being chased after by these Yakuza, but no one knows where she came from. No one knows what's going on. You play as Kirito, and you get dropped into it, and you're just like, why am I being shot at? And then you have to like go through both the games to figure out why they're what happens, you know? Like, it's crazy, dude.
Night.
Oh, you could also run brothels. I mean, not brothels, but it's where you have women that work for you, and what they do is they like chat up people that come in. They talk to them. and they order drinks for them, and they do karaoke and stuff. You kind of like that.
Indulge in a variety of stimulating activities and satisfy your deepest desires.
Here's the karaoke.
If you're new to the series, now is the time to dive into the world of Yakuza.
Yeah, even they know it. Even they know it. Even the developers know it. By the way, it doesn't look like this. This is because they had to dumb everything down for the Nintendo Switch, but the game is actually really good.
On Nintendo Switch,
it
too.
looks really good.
本物の竜はどっちか決着つけようやないかお前は行けそして生きろ俺にはまだやることがある
Yakuza Kiwami 2. And
お前が連れているガキとペンダントを渡せ
10 billion yen gone missing, with the key to the mystery held by a young girl.
There she is.
A simple encounter changes the fate of so many men.
おやっさ何人だろうがぶっ殺してやるもうその運命から逃げることはできない決着をつけよう俺たちの戦いに死にてえやつだけかかってこい
Yakuza Kiwami, launching simultaneously on Nintendo Switch 2.
That was I guess the second one.
Directors
So the first, why wouldn't they do this in order? So they played the second one first, and then they played the first one? That's stupid.
On Nintendo Switch 2, before Yakuza Kiwami and Kiwami 2 arrive on November 13th.
So good, dude. They're so good. All right, here we go.
A long time.
A lot of people aren't gonna know this game, but I think it originally launched on the PlayStation 2 or a Nintendo console. But you play as like a god, and you got to go around and collect a bunch of things in a ball.
Countless stars were born across the universe, and a brilliant great cosmos came into being. The guardian of this great cosmos is one whom we...
Funny enough, like, I don't know if this is going to be a new version of the game or if it's going to be a remaster, but it looks really good.
Love, the king of all cosmos.
It looked really good back in, like...
It's me and my mighty king of kings. One day, the king casually tossed a scroll he had found and accidentally destroyed Earth.
There you go.
In this Katamari Damacy, the starry sky has vanished yet again. Now, time travel across the eras and roll up all things big, small, wild, and wonderful to restore the stars of the universe. Roll with ease using beautiful items. Oh, hello, new cousins. Wow, everyone's here too. A family reunion. Customize the prince and cousins to create a one-of-a-kind being. So wonderful. Battle with friends in Katamari Ball. A new universe of songs. Keep rocking and rolling to the beat. What a thrilling, spectacular, and beautiful game that will touch my heart forever.
The game seems really kind of crazy, but it's the trailer, dude. It's one of those games that you can get in and just relax and play.
So let the good times roll and see how life gets better with Katamari. in a story that begins once upon a catalog.
That's kind of how it took off, is that it was just known for being a relaxing game.
Coming October 24th, 2025.
A lot of YouTubers were playing this. It's weird to see it on Nintendo, though. These look really good. All these for freaking Nintendo, man. Look. Whoa. Okay. Okay. This looks good. Please don't be multiplayer. Whoa. Oh, look at that camera angle. Okay. This looks like it might be pretty good. That looks cool. Yo, this looks like a Souls-like with guns. These look sick. Whoa, what? Okay.
PlayStation.
PlayStation. Just get Oh, that's an old school game. Oh, that's like a it's like a screen shooter. That's funny. You'd be surprised how many people like to play those games because it reminds them of like childhood.
Tis but a scratch.
This snake can take your arm off.
Tis but a scratch. Scratch? Your arm's off.
Introducing the fer-de-lance, a species of pit viper native to South America and Mexico. With this particular
really not Australia, huh?
Rope having quite possibly one of the nastiest fucking bites in the world.
Ooh, really? Really?
This is a fairly major problem because this little has the temperament of an eshay at a train station.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check myself. Let me check before I wreck. What is the difference between a normal snake and a pit viper? I had to take a class on this whenever I was in firefighting. We covered it very briefly. I know that it has to do with heat, obviously. I mean, I'm looking at it. Okay, so they have the heat. It's the triangle head. Elliptical pupils as well. Pit vipers are known for being venomous, if I'm not mistaken. Like, heavily venomous. Are all pit vipers venomous? Yeah, okay. So, if you see a triangle head on a snake, stay the fuck away from it.
Being
triangle head is dead.
Aggressive and extremely territorial.
They are. All pit vipers are known for being... They're known for being aggressive, but be aware, it's because they see body heat and they think that you're food. They don't know any better. So, instead of saying what it is, it's because they are, they strike at heat. So anything that looks like it's heat, they're gonna think that you're food. So they're gonna strike you.
Give me your wallet and your shoes, bar. Otherwise I'll cave your heads in right here, right now, bar. In fact, this toxic garden hose is such an aggressive little shit. Within its range, it makes up an average of 50% of all snake bites. However, despite the huge number of attacks, it's only fatal in 6% of bites. So why is it such a problem? Just because you live the bite doesn't mean you'll want to. You see, when a fertile ant bites you, this massive
I'd imagine that whatever you get from it is permanent.
Sinks it's huge.
You would be surprised how many people get bitten by snakes that are highly venomous snakes. They have like long-term lasting effects like chronic pain in the bite area. They lose limbs if they don't get it treated quickly enough. Some of them have been like it can cause like long-term effects.
Huge inch-long fangs into your skin and injects you with 2 teaspoons of venom. You will at this point notice a little status effect bar appear on the bottom of your screen. Don't worry about that. That's a mystery mouse tool that'll hurt us later. Upon being bitten, your blood pressure immediately crashes lower than the stock market and you start to feel very ill. The bite wound feels like you've been shot in the leg, you start sweating like someone's looking through your browser history, and then you start puking your guts up. Shortly followed by your collapse into the ground.
Not a lot of people know this, but if you start sweating, it means your blood pressure's raising. It also means that your heart rate is raising. And if you start sweating like that and you're not doing anything, it's time to go to the hospital. Because that usually means that you're having either a heart attack or you're about to go into a stroke from high blood pressure. So if you're sitting down and you're not doing anything and you're just sweating and it's kind of cool in your house or your apartment or whatever, it's time to go to the hospital. Time to call an ambulance. Time to get some help.
In agony. Now, fertile ant's venom is hemorrhagic, so while you're having a frat boy moment on the ground, the venom is breaking down the walls of your blood vessels, causing massive internal bleeding. At the same time, it's seeping into your bloodstream, causing it to thicken and start throwing clots. But hey, you're in luck. You were the buddy when you got bitten. They rush you to the hospital, and because it's such a common...
By the way, just for anyone's... For my sanity, sucking on a snake bite wound doesn't do a damn thing. It doesn't do shit. Just like pissing on jellyfish stinger barbs doesn't do shit. It doesn't do anything, okay? Ex-professional EMT here, guys. It doesn't do anything. So stop asking your friends if they'll suck your dick to get the venom out, okay?
Snake bite, they have the anti-venom on hand and administer it immediately, counteracting the venom's effects. There is just one problem. The mystery mouse tool is still there, because anti-venom is not necromancy. So, all the dead tissue around the bite caused by the blood clots and internal bleeding, still very dead. In fact, it's so dead that it is rotting on your still alive body in a process called necrosis. I can't show you a photo of necrosis because it's genuinely disgusting.
Yeah, it's
But
bad.
to put it in a term you can understand, the snake applies scarlet rot.
Yep.
Now, so long as that rot's still attached to you, it's gonna...
That's the thing, is like a lot of people think that you could just leave dead tissue on. You have to get it removed because if you don't, it spreads.
Spread. So, there's only one way to stop it. Cut it off. This snake...
Based. Ooh. So, I know that we've all had this neighbor before. Returning to my neighbor's dog poop after they leave it in your yard. For you retards out there that don't understand, leaving dog shit on your neighbor's front lawn kills the grass. And if you live in an HOA fucking area, dead grass is a fine that they have to pay for. And they have to pay for the new grass to put in the hole that you've caused. This is completely valid. There you go. At least you don't have to pay to get that removed. The new Predator movie looks crazy.
Good luck with your journey.
You're not the predator. You're the prey.
I don't even wanna deal with the headache that it's gonna be to finish watching that.
You kid! What's the point of me having this big ass gun?
Someone threw a rock at him. You see it?
Damn, this kid threw a fucking rock at me. You kid! What's the point of me having this big ass gun if I can't use it whenever I want? We should be thankful for Nico's just resistance to not be a psychopath. So much more quiet potential right now!
Bro, they hit that door so hard they broke it open. Did you see that? They broke the damn door open.
You go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Me? Yeah, go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Wait, I'm under arrest?
Yes. You and another female, I'm assuming that's the female that's in the house, are on crystal clear camera, walking up to somebody's house. You got a little thing over your head. She's got nothing over her head. You're on crystal clear camera, just so you know I'm not BSing you. I mean, the camera is crystal clear.
Yep.
You running up on their front porch, you turn around, and you kick their door in. It is crystal clear camera. Those shorts.
They broke the door open. That's breaking and entering.
You are very distinctive. The camera can't be no more clear. So where's the female that was with you? She's in this house here.
Ah! Got a confession.
Have fun.
It was just being dumb. It wasn't responsible looking like holding up.
Yeah, now you got to pay for damages to the house, man.
Y'all kicked in some people's door like they.
Damn, they broke the damn door hinge. They have to replace the door frame. They broke the damn door frame. That's gonna cost like a couple $100, man. How's it going, JP the drummer?
And they kicked in. It's in. It's broke. It's broke.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever play with me again.
Ooh, mama's mad.
Look at my yard. I don't know who the hell you are. Come over here. I don't care what you do. You can get out my yard. I'll play with you again. You think it's cool? And this is my freaking house. After everything I've been through.
Mom.
You freaking dumb. You got me messed up.
Damn, bro. It's a little. This had you written all over it, Nigel. This had you written all over it. I saw this and I was like, "This has. I got to show this to Nigel." Look at that. You can see where the line is.
Show me what's in your PC.
Come on, man. I don't know who wouldn't have a picture of this. Come on.
Why is it in there?
That's what I'm fighting for, Sergeant.
It's what you're fighting for. Ryan Reynolds. That's Deadpool.
That's right.
What is this? Wait! I know her! Wait a second. Mama Coco! Mama Coco, don't you go so fast!
She's even laughing too.
Hi, Bumblebee! It's Megatron, you fool!
Daddy!
Did you just call me Daddy?
You liked it.
Got issues that I like. Hello, child. Ready to join me? Yes, good. Turn around. Let us show the auto. No, not B-sides.
This guy's fucking retarded. You are a fucking stupid ass motherfucker, dude. I am terrified of heights, even from the fire service, dude. I would look down and I would shit myself physically. No. Just no. Just no. No. Man, don't fuck with Doomslayer, man. Molina ain't got shit. You know we gotta get that. It's been a minute since we talked about Brian Shaw, isn't it? Get it up, boy! Come on! Oh, get it up! Get it up! Come on! That's 1,128 pounds? That's crazy.
Lawyer's reaction.
Dashcam video shows the moment the truck turns, smashing into the worker, shattering the...
Oh! Bro, I'd be so pissed. What the hell was he thinking?
Shattering the bucket as he was standing in. Thankfully, he was wearing safety equipment, which likely saved his life.
Luckily, this utility worker is okay, so let's go ahead and analyze the law. It is the responsibility of truck drivers to ensure that their 18-wheeler has the clearance to pass through certen areas.
That guy shouldn't have kept going, yeah.
Areas that are actively being worked on by either...
Yo, whenever I drove school bus, even whenever I drove the fire truck for a little bit, dude, like, whenever I would always, like, kind of, like, gauge it. I'd always like look at the top, like a school bus is way higher than a fire truck. And I would always have I'd always have that like butthole clench every time.
Or even utility workers, as is this case. But they can only do it if they know what the clearance is. It is the responsibility of construction crews to notify drivers of potential clearance issues because it poses a danger not only for the driver, but also for the workers themselves. What these utility workers should have done is close down the lane to ensure that anyone who's either turning into that lane or even driving
they should have put cones around it.
Will not become
so I bet they're gonna blame the utility company.
Hazard. And in this case, they didn't. Which would make this utility company liable.
Yep.
Now, do you think...
Because they didn't put traffic cones around the bucket, they should have put traffic cones within a certain range around the bucket.
If you have a case, be sure to visit IThinkIHaveACase.com.
Well, that turtle's going supersonic now. That's max speed, man.
These fish had no idea they just won a fish lottery when this man bought them home from a fish
store. Bro, look at this tank. Look at the waterfall in the back. Looks like a small, like, actual island.
He built them a special little island.
This looks crazy.
Waterfalls and tiny underwater caves. The fish looked so excited exploring their new home. And honestly, if I were their size,
it's got two
I'd
waterfalls.
Be just as happy too.
Oh no. Oh no, the duck's gonna win.
Go off. Larry, what the hell are you doing? Larry! You can't just...
I bet that's really annoying. Because, like, that could throw off the whole vibe of your fucking, your song if you're trying to, you know, play piano or if you're trying to do the guitar or whatever, like...
Stop your feet, you motherfucker!
What the fuck? What the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, that looks like a problem. It appears you've acquired a leak, sir. What the fuck? How's that even happen? Oh, is it not sealed? Damn. Gotta get that Tony, man.
Anyways, if you need...
Fucking Tony, bro.
Manufacturing partner, check out how they handle customer complaints.
Oh my god!
Hey, can I go outside?
Gotta get that racist joke.
Yo, back there, can I go outside?
Hey, Doc, what you got in your hand there?
Some bleach.
And what are you dumping it into?
I'll drink your water.
The fuck? You supposed to do that? Oh shit!
God damn it, Doc, what'd you do now?
I done broke the water bottle. Somebody help!
How old are you?
8.
Good job, you're going to jail.
Can you please grab my phone and
Let's
my
be right there.
license for me?
You're now going to jail. Do you understand?
Oh, okay, I remember
How old are you?
this.
8.
I remember this.
Good job, you're going to jail.
Can you please grab my phone and my license for me?
This actually went viral. This went viral because the cop pulled this girl over. She's 18. And at first he was very condescending, and it should say everything.
You're now going to jail. Do you understand?
This police officer just violently arrested an 18-year-old high school student after pulling her over for allegedly speeding, and now he's explaining to his responding backup exactly what he just did.
Pull over for headlight speed. Okay.
This went viral because the gas station behind them showed everything.
Window.
The gas station showed that he lied.
Ask her to roll it down the rest of the way. Cracked it another ½ inch. Ask her to
look.
Exit. She refuses to exit until I tell her why.
Why is she required to get out of her vehicle? You can't just ask somebody to leave their vehicle. Why would you? Why would you get out of the car? Like, she didn't do anything. Like, what?
Tell her about 4 or 5 times to exit the vehicle. You don't want to go down this route. Refuse to exit. So, pulled her ass out, put her in an armbar, slammed her to the ground, got her in custody.
How old is she?
She said she's 18.
Okay.
So she's going
He broke her arm doing this, by the way.
to go to jail. Of course, my body cam.
He broke her arm and picked her up by her broken arm doing this.
Didn't turn on when I told it to.
Of course, his body cam didn't turn on until after he took down and violently armbarred an 18-year-old high school girl.
There's a lot to do that they have. I think there's just bad police, man. Honestly, I think there's good cops. There's some really, really, really good cops, and there are just some pieces of shit out there. Straight up, dude. Okay, we got some more shorts here that I kind of collected over yesterday. We got some pretty explicit ones, so if you're not ready for it, don't watch it. We've got some sad ones. We've got some inspiring ones, all right? So if you're not ready for the waterworks, this ain't for you.
Right before the wedding, the groom caught his fiancée cheating.
Well, I have something I'd like to say.
But instead of calling off the wedding, he decided to expose the truth in front of both families.
Everyone, thank you for coming on this wonderful occasion, on this wedding day. I really do thank you for coming here. I love you. I truly love you. There's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, but I couldn't figure out the words to express it.
He pretended to serenade her with a video, but he actually played footage of her cheating.
So I figured the best way to bring it up to you would be to show you.
What the? Oh my god.
There it is.
What the? Oh, hell no.
There it is, boys.
Before his graduation.
So this one tugged at my heartstrings, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna.
Surveillance camera captured the moment a woman and her children walked into a jewelry
It's
store.
like I say all the time, boys. It takes 1 second to be kind. Instead of trying to talk about all the hate in the world, let's put some good in it. You just gotta find the good in the world. It's hidden, but it's there. And this is a good example of it right here.
To sell a ring that had been gifted to her by her mother on her wedding day. The shop owner picked up the ring and asked why she was selling it. The woman explained that her husband had left and she was struggling financially. Although the ring was a deeply meaningful keepsake, she needed the money to cover her expenses. After a short conversation, the shop owner gave her the money she needed. But then, he did something truly unexpected. He gave the ring back to her, and the mother and her 2 children were overwhelmed by his kindness.
If you can afford to do something for somebody, why not do it? Why not do it? It takes 5 seconds. Especially if you know you've got the power and the means. Just do it.
After installing new gates and locks by the
This one was
docks,
funny.
they might have overlooked one small detail.
So they put some new keypad locks and gates on the boat docks.
They're very effective. Oh no, it's locked. Shoot, I forgot the code. I don't know what to do. Oh wait.
I don't know why people do this. I actually had I had an ex-girlfriend who lived in an apartment complex who had this, and she was like, "Yeah, we can't get into the pool." And I just kind of reached behind it and I opened it, and she's like, "Oh." I was like, yeah. It's so stupid.
Can I open it slowly now?
What is this? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on.
The TJ is wrong!
This would be me. If I was a drill sergeant, this 100% would be me.
The TJ is wrong! Fix it! I sir! Well, listen, that's what you're thinking. Not mine. I'm the dirt for locker.
Where is this at? That's what I want to see.
Joke around, or is it all just pain? One guy that I met during Hell Week,
All right, boys. We're getting into the beef of it now. We're going to hear some crazy stories. I handpicked these yesterday.
Do SEALs ever joke around, or is it all just pain? One guy that I met during Hell Week, you're cold and wet and miserable the whole time, but at least once a day during Hell Week, they send you to medical. They check you out, they look at your eyes, because you're going to be delirious, you're freezing, you're shaking. And then as soon as you're done with medical, you have a dry uniform and dry boots, dry socks. And as soon as you put them on, you're right back in the water. Like, it just sucks. And I was trying to tie my boots one time, and I couldn't. My hands were shaking so bad. And I look at my buddy, and I go, "Hey, Barker, can you pee on my hands?" And I meant to warm them up. And he's freezing. He just goes, "Well, yeah, if you're into that." I'm like, "No, I'm not." That was funny.
These thieves were caught breaking into this guy's home in the middle of the night.
See, this is what I'm saying. Whenever you cross a threshold to like someone's house and you broke into it, your body should be forfeit. Straight up. If you get shot, you get shot. If you get beat to death, you get beat to death. If you get murdered and chopped up into little bits, well, then that's just what happens. Fuck around and find out. Now, if this was me and these guys were in my home, I would have shot and killed both of them. I have a gun approximately every 5 feet away from me in this bedroom. I literally have 3 firearms in this one bedroom, and all of them are they have hollow points in them. So if I shoot something, it ain't gonna move.
Same, bro. Back the f*** up, man. Back the f*** up.
But they're about to realize they chose the worst house to break into.
Are you threatening me?
Come down.
This is what's crazy, is this motherfucker right here really come down this guy's stairs trying to fight.
Here then. Come down here.
Because the man recording isn't any ordinary person,
He's
but
a boxer.
professional bare-knuckle boxer.
Look at this, man. Chuck and drink in my house, I watch. Watch what happens now.
And when the thief tried escalating, it ended up being the biggest mistake of his life.
In my house. Hello, who's you? Get...
What the f***? Oh my god! No! Get out! Fucking hell! You wanna fucking take my...
So, this one actually made me real fucking mad. This one made me mad. I kid you not, when I saw this yesterday, I punched the wall. This made me angry. When we're done watching this one, we're going to read some comments that are on this video. The best comments you're going to see.
You wanna fucking take my kids from me and act like that? Fuck you and that fucking bitch!
He killed and dismembered his brother for assaulting his daughter. When his 8-year-old
His brother did that to his daughter.
daughter came back from spending time at his brother's house, Rodriguez noticed red stains on her pants, resembling blood. Concerned, he asked her what happened. The little girl told him that her uncle put something inside her, causing her pain. Filled with uncontrollable rage, Rodriguez immediately went to his brother's house. When his brother opened the door, Rodriguez attacked him, punching him with all his strength until the man fell unconscious. Completely overcome with anger, Rodriguez tied up his brother and tortured him. He burned his brother's private parts with a cigarette and, in the end, cut off his genitals and stuffed them into his
fucking based.
His mouth. Still blinded by fury, Rodriguez grabbed an axe, dismembered his brother, packed the body parts into a suitcase, and dumped it into a lake 30 kilometers away. However, 5 days later, the foul-smelling suitcase surfaced. It was discovered by passers-by, who alerted authorities. Police collected fingerprints from the victim's body and
After suing the city council for...
You know what really pisses me off about that? Why is that man going to jail? Why is he going to jail?
Fucking take my kids from me?
Hold on. Let's look at these comments. Sounds like the uncle committed suicide to me. Clearly. Exactly, yup. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Got some more replies down here. Let's see. So he threw a suitcase full of shit into a lake. So what? Exactly. Calling disgusting. To go to prison for dumping trash in a lake is wild. I know, right? It's bullshit. Stop putting people in prison for clearly cleaning up the streets. What pisses me off is the laws we have in this country that would let that man walk. That man, after doing what he did to his daughter, would have walked. So you'll have to forgive me if I think what happened is completely fucking justified. Because the laws don't protect the people they're supposed to. Instead, they make sure that people that do disgusting fucking acts of violence like that walk. This man should walk. Are they gonna let him walk? Nope. It's kind of sad that people are getting sick and tired of the fucking police not doing what they're supposed to be fucking doing because they don't want to put these people in jail because the same thing's gonna happen to them in jail. So I posted a video that went kinda, sorta, not, nah, it got a lot of views on TikTok. So, I guess this is kind of sort of a follow-up to it.
Suing the city council for jailing this lawyer for free speech. This lawyer returned and got his revenge.
I was a federal counterintelligence special agent. I focused on national security crimes. I investigated national security crimes across this country and around the world. So if you think...
They really fucked up because the client was there prior to this, and he called out the city councilor and they walked him out, and they did come back to sue the council, but I'm not sure.
I don't know what I'm talking about when I come here and I talk about the things that this city is doing.
But the lawyer was there in the rows, and he was there to see it.
In violation of people's rights, I want to pay a little bit of attention. We filed our lawsuit against you guys. Guess what? People are coming out of the woodwork. You might want to clean your house pretty quickly. Coming out of the woodwork, it's your chief and some of you. I hope you're worried. You should be. What it took was one high-profile case. People to start talking around here because
everything blew up around them. A lot of people came forward. A lot of people started talking about how corrupt it is. Just because of this one case.
You think violate people's rights. Did you know that he actually contacted the State Bar of Texas and tried to issue a bar complaint against me, and he lost that too? Chief has now also filed bogus charges against us, and those are going to fail as well. Do something.
The corrupt officials panicked and sent a bribe, so the lawyers did this instead.
Mm-hmm. It's... I don't even know what you would call this.
This is not going to be a normal day for this family. They're having a family reunion.
We got to get our kindness in, boys.
This is not going to be a normal day for this family. They're having a family reunion, and they noticed this guy was doing donuts in the grass. He suddenly gets out the car. He walks over to them. He is met with a cousin and an uncle, and he quietly looks at them, and he said, I'm having a mental breakdown. I need help. And what the uncle does next, as you can see, he hugs him. He points at the car and he said, let's go talk about this. No attitude, no judgment, just 100% human love changed this man's life today. Thank God for this family being there today.
You see, it takes 5 seconds to put the race card away and realize that everyone's human. Why is that so hard?
Open that up. Open that up.
So this is a fucked up case. So the police were searching the car of this woman because they smelt an odor. It was just a simple traffic stop, right? She had a 6-year-old girl in the laundry basket that was dead a while.
Get the in! Put your hands up!
Oh, she really tried to run, huh?
Turn over! Turn over! Turn over right now! You want the rest? Don't you move! Don't you move! Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
What I do?
What the?
It's not mine.
What the? What the?
What I do? What I do?
Give me your other hand now. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Get up. On your feet. Roll over. Sit on your butt. Stand up.
On the channel. We don't need it. We got 2 in custody right now, but we need a supervisor.
Please stop. No, please.
I swear to God, if you move.
And they need a supervisor to come out. They said that the scene was so bad that one of the men took leave and another one actually he blacked out and started to punch a telephone pole because the body was so decomposed in the basket.
Help me. Please not arrest her.
Get this. Federal Bureau of...
These fuckers fucked up real bad. They fucked up real bad with this one, boys.
Investigation?
What happens when an undercover federal agent gets stopped by corrupt local cops?
How you doing, sir?
Good.
All right.
What's up?
Deputy Troy with the Sheriff's Office. The reason I'm stopping you is your plate's obstructed.
This incident took place in Reno, Nevada. 2 officers on patrol noticed a vehicle with a plate that didn't return any results in the department's system. They pulled the car over. At this point, neither of them realized they were about to get into serious trouble. The driver wasn't just any civilian. His name was Anton Yakunov, a former Navy SEAL now working undercover for the FBI on a case involving international child trafficking. Even though
they pulled over and arrested an FBI agent for literally doing nothing.
officers are trained to know that certain federal vehicles won't appear in the system, they still stopped the car, claiming the license plate was obscured, and called for backup.
So
even though the license plate was not obscured.
Former NDOC, and I used to work security at Harris.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you have insurance on this thing?
My partner, huh?
Do you have insurance on this thing?
Yeah.
Your partner or what?
Now, my partner called me. I'm a contractor with Southwest Gas. So I got to go over there and get him logged in.
But footage from one officer's body cam clearly showed the plate wasn't covered. Anton tried to hint he was on duty and suggested they walk away, but the officers didn't catch on. After a quick search that turned up nothing suspicious, the cops still didn't let him go. They walked over to the passenger side and found the excuse they were looking for.
You got right there up front.
Hey, that's a siren. My contract.
You contract
Some of the work I required to have a siren.
Turn it on.
They claimed Anton had illegal police lights and ordered him out of the car, then put him in handcuffs. While questioning him, one of—
Bro, those lights don't look familiar at all. You've got an unregistered vehicle. You got a registered vehicle that doesn't come up in your system. And then you look at the vehicle and you find lights that turn on. That should be there's so many indicators there.
The officer searched his pocket and found an FBI badge.
You get this.
You fucking idiots.
But even after seeing it, they accused him of impersonating a federal agent and officially arrested.
What's crazy is this actually did ruin his case. The agent was no longer undercover once they did this.
Arrested him. They informed their supervisor and searched his trunk.
What the fuck?
I bet this guy. Easy to recover.
Yeah, I'll shoot you his ID. He's got a fugitive recovery agent jacket.
where they found a shovel and federal-issued gear. That's when they realized they'd made a serious mistake and finally contacted their higher-ups.
I
Because
bet.
Anton was on a
I
covert
bet.
mission and was wrongly targeted, the FBI got involved and contacted the local police chief. An investigation revealed the two officers had a history of misconduct. They
There
were
it
both
is.
sentenced to prison. Anton later filed a civil claim against the department, and the compensation he received was donated to victims of child trafficking.
Mm-hmm. That really sucks. That's what it had to come to. Bro couldn't even do what he wanted to do, which is to help child trafficked kids. He had to get the money from the lawsuit and donate it.
This was an average day in Koringal.
Bro, I can't with that. How many more of these are left? Jesus, how many did I put down here? Oh my God, put a lot down here.
This was an average day in Koringal Valley, Afghanistan, the Valley of Death.
Yep. I remember seeing a lot of stories about the Valley of Death. They made a movie about it. The Valley of Death is a fucking terrifying place for Afghanistan. If they send you there, you knew you were cooked. It's a normal day for them. It's a normal day. Every day, they tried to take this fucking post.
Max engaging somebody just northwest of it.
Northwest of the house?
Roger. Intel's got a weapon or not, but I take the chance.
But I ain't taking the chance.
Huh? There you go, move left a little bit. Mac just popped a dude.
Hey, who just popped who?
Mac.
That was wearing all white.
Mac just popped somebody?
That's what he just said.
This Bert is shit. That's why we don't fight in shorts, but, you know.
Well, I was gonna take the day off today.
So much for that, right? You got one in Discord for me? Oh, damn, you got a couple in Discord. Damn.
You're lying! I'm a veteran, you don't give a about me!
Yo, these look good.
You're lying! I'm a
Look forward to Wes Moore doing the same thing. I think Andy Harris.
Oh, did he actually get banned? No shit.
Now, finally.
Go back to YouTube. Go to this. Give me a second. Go to history.
You're lying!
Let me go use the bathroom.
Look forward to.
Hold on, let me go use the bathroom real quick. I need to use the bathroom. Okay. Oh. All right, let's keep rolling. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm just dead. All right. Let's finish up these ones here. So, you'd be surprised at how okay a lot of people are with this as long as they get out of the fucking thing. But these firefighters catching, babies. This is firefighter catching. Boom, save. Turn this music off. Here we go. Here we go. Get him out of there, man. Mm-hmm. It's about to suck for that poor old lady, but they got her. Go and get her up out of there. That bitch is going, baby. Well, get that damn door open, man. Stop. So, this actually went viral. This is kind of old now. Bro got shot for doing a prank, which is good. You play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
This video shows the shocking moment a man shoots a YouTuber inside a major retail store. I
didn't have to do any catches. I didn't have to do any catches in my time. Thank God.
This video shows the
Usually when you're doing a catch, that means someone's in a lot of fucking trouble.
Moment a man shoots a YouTuber inside a major retail store, all during a prank video gone wrong. The content creators were filming strangers joking around until one of them picked the wrong guy.
Hey, dipsh, quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, dipsh, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Get on my Facebook clubhouse and stop.
Hey, dipsh, quit thinking about my
He kept doing it. He kept doing it. Look, watch. Boom. Got shot. It does bother me that the guy actually got arrested for this. Not sure what happened to him, but man, you don't know what these people are going through on a daily basis. Like, for all you know, somebody prior to this tried to like rob him. You don't know what these people are going through, man. And you up there fucking with them like that, and you get shot. Funny enough, this isn't the only time this has happened. This has happened to a different streamer. And the streamer actually got arrested and went to jail for it too.
Hey, Brandon, go back. Get out of the wall. Get out.
Officers locating the suspect lying on the ground.
He didn't do anything. In my opinion, he didn't do anything wrong. He completely surrendered. He didn't give up any trouble. He
surrenders without a fight. The arrest ends successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. I think he missed.
50 ammo. Bullets.
Give him the goddamn ammo, man. Think he hit the house? I think he got it that time. There he goes. He got that ammo now. About to shred that house. Shred it, man. Light it up. Damn straight.
I don't want to piss any of vets off. I really don't care, but I'll say it. Like, I know guys who got out and they were not the same when they went in mentally. And I've had more guys take their own lives being out the military than I ever saw. I've been through plenty of funerals in the Army, but I've seen more of my guys die being on the outside. Lack of mental health, lack of being compensated. So you got disabilities, you know, my back, my knees, whatever it may be. I lost my hearing, I lost my finger, and you get compensated for that, as you should, if you put your life on the line for the country, not some politician. I think that you should be compensated off the bat. No person should get out and not be compensated for, let's say, post-traumatic stress disorder. I know guys who get out and they've seen crazy stuff, not right in the head, lost families, and the VA would be like, you know, here's 10% for your problems. And the guy's like, I'm jacked up all the way. And he does something stupid. I think if you served in a time of combat, you stepped outside the wire, I think automatically every combat vet should be compensated like up to 100%.
I agree.
As I'm talking to him, I feel a splash of warm water slap my face, and then he just got weightless. I just thought he just sat down really fast. And
give you an
goes
idea
down,
of
I wiped the water
how
off
fucked up this could be. The kind of stuff that you'd see.
And he goes down, I wipe the water off my face, and it wasn't water, it was his blood, and I see this right above his body armor, this gaping hamburger meat hanging out of his chest. I go back up against the embankment. Pemberton comes over, he just puts his hand inside the wound, and I remember him like screaming. And I went black, bro. It's the only time in combat where I like blacked out for a second. I'm staring in his eyes and watching his chest open up and Pemberton's hand in it and him screaming, and cop had stopped screaming at this point, and our medic is working on him. Badass medic, Melvin. His kit bag is floating in the water, and he's doing like surgery, bro, you know? Shit. Put on 2 tourniquets, bleeding wouldn't stop. He's packing it, trying to, you know, get it to stop.
That's the kind of shit right there. And they only gonna get compensated like 10-15% for that, bro. That kind of shit fucking, that sticks with you. That don't go away.
I'm a veteran. You don't give a f about me.
Mm-hmm. More and more people are realizing that these people that sit in office for as long as they do, they don't give a shit about the people. They care about money.
You don't take away our rights. You don't get to take our rights. Get off of it. You don't get to do it.
Mm-hmm. I think more people need to do this. I guarantee you, if more people do this, you're going to see a lot of change.
I'm a veteran. You don't give a f about me.
Wes Moore doing the same thing. I think Andy Harris
Please finish
had a
your
long
testimony.
congressional career. He's about to be done too. All of them will be done. And you can thank your failed, senile, dilapidated, Epstein partying with president for all of the work that we're about to do to every single one of you.
Thank you for your testimony.
You did this, you caused this, and this
The witnesses-
is the result of you and
Wit-
your work. No, I'm not going to finish.
Witness's
because
time has
ultimately,
expired.
I'm not finished. Because ultimately, who doesn't have a say in this are the people of this state, the 40 million people that you guys just
The witness will come to order.
the people of this state.
The witness
that are now
does not.
gonna
The
have to
witness
go
is not
without SNAP
recognized.
As a result of what you guys have done, this is a result of your policies.
Yep.
And you have no shame.
Okay.
You have no shame. None.
The witness.
Zero.
The witness.
You have no shame
Nope.
for what you've done. And I think that we all should be standing
No.
up here and
Just
signing
just cut off his mic. Cut off his mic. Okay. That. The gentleman will come to order. We will maintain decorum.
There's no decorum.
The gentleman will be reminded one last time. The gentleman will come to order immediately.
This is not
All right. The sergeants are directed to remove the gentleman from the room.
History will not remember you kindly for what you have done. They will not. As a matter of fact, history might not remember you at all because of what you have done. It's horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
You hear all the people clapping in the room?
History will not remember you.
All the people clapping in the room should be a red flag to everybody in that seat.
For what you have done. It is a shame.
Members and members of the public. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Horrific. For what you have done. You should all be ashamed. America will rise up against you. Okay.
Yep.
Members and members of the public.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm Isaiah Martin, and it's very apparent that no one seems to know why we're here. It just seems as if many are just sitting here going with the emotions. And it makes sense, because the game is rigged. We already know this.
That's right, boys. And remember, if the game is rigged, then don't play the game.
way the situation's going to be. Many of you that are Republicans that are looking at you, you guys understand the game. You got to get Trump's endorsement. That's the name of the game to be a Republican nowadays. And you know very clearly that Trump told every single one of you that he needs 5 seats, is what he said. So why do we play this game where we come here to an empty chamber in which all of you pretend as if you don't know what's going on when you already know what the situation is? But the real conversation that we should be having, that I want every single one of you to understand, is that there will be a retaliation for that. You've seen states like California say that they will gerrymander Republicans out of their states. You see the same thing in Maryland. The same thing is going to happen in New York. While you were in here, Governor Kathy Hochul said that she will be gerrymandering Republicans out of their seats. The same thing is going to happen in New Jersey. So for all of the work that you guys see that you guys claim to be doing, when we should be talking about the fact that we live in a state that is unaffordable for people, our economy is wrecked.
Thank you, dude. Fuck's sake. And don't get me wrong, I do appreciate that Trump got rid of, like, the taxes for... He did lower taxes for the rich, which I think is bullshit, but he did get rid of taxes on overtime and taxes for tips, apparently, allegedly, with the big, beautiful bill. But the fact that you can't afford a house with $60,000 a year in Texas, it's fucking disgusting. Like, it's unacceptable. There's no reason for it. Why can't you afford a house as a firefighter making $60,000 to $70,000 a year with a credit score of 720, and it's $300,000 to $200,000 for a house, a 3-bedroom house? And then I love whenever I get comments that are like, well, then just move. Motherfucker, why should I? Why should I be forced to move? Why should anybody be forced to move? Why, if you go in and risk your life to save people, should you be forced to move? Because the median income is like $120,000 now just to afford a house. Why? Why does it have to come to that? What happened to the days whenever you could afford a house on one income and a kids on one income and a fucking car on one income? Now, your car is as expensive as a fucking house, with how much they charge you in tax and interest. Like, it makes no sense.
People cannot find good jobs.
You go to the store now and you spend fucking $100 in groceries and you get fucking like 4 items. What sense does that even make?
We have property taxes going up every single year, despite the fact that you Republicans have been in office for nearly 30 straight years. I mean, this is the game that we live in right here. And you choose, after we literally got after one of the worst mass casualty events in our state's history, to go and gerrymander people out of their seats. That's what you have chosen to do with your time, because you're scared of Donald Trump. You are scared and terrified because you're seeking an endorsement when you understand the truth. And the funny part about it is that you all know it's true. You can't react to it. I see you guys' faces. You can't react to it, but you all know what the situation is. Because Donald Trump runs this body. He runs your vote, he runs your vote, he runs your vote, he runs your vote, because you guys know that you cannot dare cross him. And ultimately, what we need in this state are people that have the cojones to actually go forward and call this stuff out. Because what you guys have done to this state is cataclysmically horrific. And I think that everybody across the nation should be able to go look at what you guys have done. So I look forward to Kathy Hochul getting rid of you guys as Republican friends. I look forward to Phil Murphy getting rid of your Republican friends. I look forward to Wes Moore doing the same thing. I think Andy Harris
Please finish your testimony.
Congressional career he's about to be done too. All of them will be done. And you can thank your failed, senile, dilapidated, Epstein partying with president for all of the...
I think that's really what's kind of doing Trump in at this point, is the fact that he needs to release these files so that way we can get people out of Congress that don't belong. It's clear they don't belong, and they're putting a wrench into a lot of people, because if they've been involved with Epstein Island, the corruption probably goes as deep as taking bribes from like big major corporations like Walmart and stuff like that to help make certain laws that hurt consumers and help big companies. I think the Epstein list is just, it's like the it's the beginning of a snowball effect that's going to ruin this country.
That we're about to do to every single one of you.
Thank you for your testimony.
Did this, you caused this, and this
The witnesses,
is the result of you and your work. No, I'm not going to finish.
Witnesses time
Oh,
is
here we go. There's
expired.
more.
I'm not finished. Because ultimately, who doesn't have a say in this are the people of this state, the 40 million people that you guys just kicked
Witness will
off
come to order.
The people of this state.
The witness
that are now
does
gonna
not.
have
The
to
witness
go
is not
without SNAP
recognized.
As a result of what you guys have done, this is a result of your policies, and you have no shame.
Okay.
They really don't. They only care about money.
Shame. None.
The witness.
Zero.
The witness.
You have no shame
Nope.
for what you've done. And I think that we all should be standing up here and
Just cut off his mic. Cut off his mic. The gentleman will be reminded one last time. The gentleman will come to order immediately.
This is not.
Officers are directed to remove the gentleman from the room.
Not remember you kindly for what you have done. They will not.
There we go.
History might not remember you at all because of what you have done.
They think that they could just ignore the American people, which for the most part they can. But whenever you have a bunch of people clapping for an individual like this in a courtroom, and you have this happen more and more often, I guess this certainly isn't a courtroom per se, but it should be a red flag to them that their days might be numbered.
You need to have shame. History will not remember you for what you have done. It is a shame. It is horrific for what you have.
Jesus, get off of him!
Apparently he got arrested for this.
You should all be ashamed!
This was 6 days ago? That's ridiculous. All right, let's see. We got... There we go. Oops. Tab.
I know there's been an overwhelming amount of bad news.
Fuck? No. This one. This was from Asmongold yesterday.
Hi guys, it's me again, and today I want to talk about my
boy.
favorite topic, internet censorship. And you know what's really upsetting? The fact that every single other government in the world seems to have that in common with me. Every other government right now is making laws, rules, and regulations for what can and can't be on the internet. And there's a little phrase that my mom used to always tell me, and it used to be, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
And what he means by that is when these lawmakers pass laws that quote unquote help kids not see stuff on the internet because they kill themselves, which is not true. They use that to filter in and get their nice little money grabbing paws on whatever they can to censor you even more and control what you see every day.
But here's the thing.
They're mad because they're able to control the TV and the TV based on what Fox and NBC and ABC News and all these people could put out on their shows, but they can't control the internet. So they're going to try and lock us down, boys. This might be the beginning of the end for the internet.
These people don't have good intentions. They say it's for the kids. Sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, sure. You don't want to have kids on social media. You don't want to have kids looking at certain weird stuff. Very true. But let's be honest. The real reason why they're doing it is the same reason why YouTube removed dislikes. It's very simply because companies that are running advertising campaigns, pushing narratives and social agendas that aren't popular, and also governments that are doing the exact same thing, were upset and getting their feelings hurt because the people had the power of consensus. The people had the power of assembly, and they would assemble on
just like all the Americans talking about the Epstein files, but you notice that the media's completely went away from it now. They're trying everything they can to not talk about it.
a little red line on the bottom of a video, and it would show everybody else that this is bullshit. How many times have you guys read an article and you thought to yourself, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever read in my entire life? And you scroll down to the comment section and the top comment says the exact thing that you think. And you're like, okay, I'm not crazy. Well, guess what? How do you solve that problem if you're the company? Do you write better articles? Absolutely not.
Nope.
No, of course not.
You just delete the comments that say that things are negative.
the comments section.
Yep.
And that's what they're trying to do with the entire internet. We used to have, back in the ancient days, in the ancient texts, every website used to begin with www, World Wide Web. And I think we're losing those first two W's, and I think that's a big fucking L. The fact is that we are going to be moving towards a world and a society where different internets are siloed off based off of region. This is already happening. Look at what happened with, for example, Twitch and South Korea. Now South Korea...
They've already... So to give you an idea, the UK has already made it to where you need to get an ID for Spotify. You need to get an ID for YouTube to prove that you're 18 or older. YouTube has a new AI system implanted now, where if, depending on the type of content you watch, depending on facial recognition, it will give you content based on your, like if you watch Minecraft stuff, it's going to give you, it'll think that you're a child and put you in a category with kids until you get an ID verification saying that you're not. Like, that was the whole reason why they tried to get their hands on TikTok. Why the US tried to get them to sell TikTok to the US still is because they can't control the fact that people are hurting everywhere. It's not just in one place. And they don't like that because the more people that you see that are hurting, the more it's likely that you can see an overthrow of a government in its place because they're not doing what they're supposed to for its people. And our government isn't. Our government is not doing what it's supposed to for its people at all. Quite the opposite.
Websites are pretty much unique, and they do their own thing by themselves.
So, of course, every government in the world would be all on board for this the minute it happens, regardless of what the people say. That's why you've got riots right now in the UK because of this.
This, in my opinion...
They're not going to say that it's from that, but that's what it's from. They're very good at censoring it.
And it's just a precursor of what's going to happen all across at least the Western world. Now, whenever I have conversations about this, I'm having conversations about this from the context of an American, okay? We have more freedom of speech than many other people in the world. And so when I say something like, the reality is, I think that this...
The problem is that we can't hide from this. It's already trying to get passed in the U.S.
This is the truth, okay? You might not like this, you might not want to hear it, but if you're realistic and you take your fucking idealism cap off just for a second, you're going to realize this is true. We're going to have real ID on the internet.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
You might not like it. I don't necessarily like it, but it's going to happen. And it's not going to be in 20 years. It probably won't even be in 10 years. It'll probably be sooner than that, and I wouldn't be surprised if things keep going the way that I think they are, that it happens even sooner than that.
Oh, yeah.
We're having this happen with social media. You had Spotify, and you had YouTube, too. And YouTube and Spotify are asking for your IDs now to make sure that you're not underage. And they have an AI checking system. So if you say it's lit or on God, you instantly get sent to YouTube Kids, which honestly, I kind of think that's doing everybody a favor, right? But the reality is that YouTube and Spotify shouldn't be the ones that are doing this. They should not be the ones handling your drive.
Yeah, that's another concern, is like, these companies are going to sell your data, and now they have a picture of your ID that you have to use to verify yourself. They should be giving that information to a third-party government company that handles all that information. Like, if you, if you were to want to get ID verified, or it forces you to get ID verified, it shouldn't be through the company. It should be through a third-party government application that the government has set up, that only the government can see, because they're the ones who issue IDs anyway. They're the ones who issue your social, your birth certificate. They're the ones who give you these things. They should have a third party verify that stuff, as opposed to giving your personal information, your ID of all things, to these companies.
Driver's licenses. They shouldn't be the ones handling your personal information. How'd that go with the T app, by the way? So in case anybody...
The T app was an app where women would get on and they would talk shit about men and give them red flags after they would date them. And the T app got leaked, and everyone's IDs and driver's licenses and locations, pictures of themselves all got leaked. messages over like 300, I think it's like 3 million messages, all got leaked, all got released, everything.
Doesn't know, the T app was an app made for fat, ugly, middle-aged women to post pictures and attack men who didn't call them back after the first date because of the obvious reasons. And guess what happened? Well, in the most pristine and pure version of karma possible, all of these women who had their information, were putting out their information to, basically like posting the public information of these men against or without their consent, had all of their public information and private information leaked completely to the public. And now you saw the pictures of all the people, and man, oh my God.
So many.
Stereotypes exist sometimes for a reason.
Yes, sir.
And so anyway, this happened, and I'm not going to say it's a hack, because there was no security, there was nothing. The guy that was running this this app, apparently, I heard that after he gets done running this app, Sony's going to hire him for their privacy division. So that's pretty much where we're at now. And I don't want to have YouTube get hacked. I don't want to have Spotify get hacked. The reality is that we need some degree of authentication token, verification, or some sort of third-party thing that verifies that maybe you are an adult or you are an actual person, you are above this age, but it does not provide that information to the end user or the end company that's actually trying to verify this. We need a validation token system. And if we don't have this, and I know people might say, no, we're not going to have any of this, it's bad. You're gonna
It's going to happen.
Okay?
It's going to happen.
You can get mad at me all
Yeah,
you
no,
want.
like, all things considered, this is going to happen for the internet. Like, there's no getting around it. This was bound to happen eventually. Now, in the instance that it does happen, which it will, I'd rather have better systems in place, so that way, if something like a hacker gets into, like, let's say Sony, then it doesn't matter because Sony doesn't really have your information. The government does. And let me tell you something. No one really fucks with the government security because the government security is top notch. So,
but just wait.
They do, they try, but they don't get very far.
We need a validation system. We need a way that has actual accountability to make sure that people just don't get their shit leaked when one of these accounts or one of these websites gets leaked. Anything can get hacked, but I would much rather put my trust in some part of like third party like security system or something like that rather than a T app or something like that that's just basically outsourcing its security to squirrels. And so anyway, that's where actually that's not true. Squirrels are really good at hiding nuts.
Fucking
this person
squirrels.
didn't even do that. But anyway, I was just thinking about this. The fact is that yes, this is where things are going, and the internet is doing this. Why is this happening? It's not happening to protect the kids. It's happening to protect the people and the companies that are in power.
That's right. It's there for censorship. It's totally what it's for. They're gonna try and pass this bill as some kind of weird child protective act, but it's not. You know, the best child protection is telling the parents they need to fucking watch their kids.
Make sure that narratives go unchallenged. And if you don't, the thing is, like, I don't even have to make a 1984 analogy because we can just make a 2020 analogy. Look at what happened with COVID. Do you even for a second think that's not what's happening? Of course.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you couldn't even type in the word COVID. You couldn't say the word COVID. You couldn't do anything that involved COVID on YouTube, period. You could not. It would immediately either, like, flag the video. The government completely, like, banned the word across social media. It was completely ridiculous. It was absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. I think these are all shorts, right? Yeah. Let's see. So this kind of went viral. This happened 3 days ago. So a Marine veteran hailed hero after stopping a suspected Walmart stabber. Bro walked up and stabbed somebody and he got held at gunpoint.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Throw it away!
That's right. New details are emerging about the heart-stopping moment when two Marine veterans confronted a knife-wielding wacko who stabbed 11 people inside a Walmart.
Oh my God.
Marine veteran Derek
11.
Perry in the white shirt held the man at gunpoint, while another, Matt Kolakowski, in the purple shirt, was able to disarm the deranged suspect. Moments later, cops arrived and arrested the accused stabber.
Like
several people stabbed.
And people want to get rid of guns. Remember that, boys. Whenever you see something like this, remember, we got to get rid of guns. What's crazy is that this got stopped because of a gun.
Today, the Marines are being hailed for their extraordinary act of bravery.
They were utilizing their available resources to get this individual in a position where he couldn't get away. I say
you remember that whenever you hear people trying to take away your gun rights.
Jim Murray.
The two hero Marine veterans apparently didn't know each other and just happened to be at the right place at the right time to save the day. What are the odds?
How does he manage to stab 11 people, dude? That is
Derek
crazy.
Perry had just returned from a shooting range. That's why he still had his sidearm on his hip. We showed the video to former NYPD Lieutenant Darren Porcher, who says Perry did everything right.
Because we need heroes like this in our community. Because if these two individuals were not there, we would have had a far greater body count.
The other Marine vet, Matt Kolakowski, was on vacation in Traverse City, Michigan with his family and was at the Walmart for supplies.
Damn.
He told CNN the suspect's eyes were bulging out of his head.
Do I have to do this?
42-year-old Bradford Gilley appeared in court today in a defiant mood.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
He was ordered held on $100,000 bond.
That's so crazy. Bro got fucking destroyed. You damn straight, dude. That's crazy. Let's see. There we go. 19 hours ago, Nintendo had an update. Whoops. Nintendo had an update.
In my last video, I talked about a patch that Nintendo released that, based on their notes, seemingly undid something that a lot of Mario Kart players really didn't like, specifically concerning Mario Kart World. So the distinction between 3-lap courses and intermission courses, or the highway courses, that's where the sort of the forefront of the controversy lies, where in online multiplayer, when you finish a 3-lap course, you are taken to this menu where you can vote for what the next track will be. And more often than not, it'll take you to essentially an intermission or highway track that is far less desired than the 3-lap courses, because the intermission tracks are just deemed to be inferior in their design, requiring less skill, less strategy. They're just more boring. There's just a level of gameplay that isn't quite as refined as the 3-lap courses. And so Nintendo forcing players to engage with the intermission courses is just something that people didn't like. And so they discovered that the random button, essentially, if that's what's voted for most, and if that's what's picked, it'll essentially guarantee a 3-lap course. But then Nintendo, being Nintendo and wanting to control the way you play, decided to update that feature out of the game in this past.
Big surprise. The company you gave Green Tendo money, you gave them power, and guess what? They took more of it. That's what you get, losers. Anyone who's out there that wasted money on this console, on these games that are $80 fucking, you're a bunch of losers and you're part of the problem. So get fucked. Get fucked. That's exactly how I feel. You get what you fucking deserve. The fact that you would feed $700 to a company that's willing to charge you $80 for games that are literally copy and paste shells of other fucking Nintendo games, you get what you fucking deserve. This is what you get. You feed this and they give it back. They regurgitate shit. Enjoy. This is what you fucking get, losers.
Selected in random when selecting next course in a wireless versus
but Donkey Kong's so good. It's an $80 copy and fucking paste platformer. You're a fucking retard.
So that doesn't guarantee a 3-lap course, so that more often than not, it will take you to an intermission or a highway track, because Nintendo wants players to play a mix of both, but players are straight up telling Nintendo, we don't like that, we don't like the intermission courses.
This is the same company that blocks you out of a $700 console for getting secondhand cartridges, not even realizing it, for trying to buy a non-Nintendo dock to save money, will actually brick your console. Getting the secondhand cartridges will brick your console. Getting the certain types of charging stations brick your consoles. Like, getting called a cheater when you're not even a cheater will brick your fucking console. You have to get in contact with the Nintendo. This is what you fucking get. Big surprise that the company that is trying to control everything fucking lied and is just trying to control you more. You get what you fucking deserve.
You'd like to have at least the option to forego those courses, Nintendo.
Yeah, you can't even, just like the commenter said, you can't even use a device unless it's a Nintendo branded device. What did you expect? That they would take more control? Or that they would just loosen up the noose? No, you fucking oversized children that are spending $700 on this console? What did you expect? What did you expect?
Said,
Jesus
nah,
fuck.
bro, we decide
I
what's
don't even
best for
blame Nintendo at this point.
we decide what's best for the game, and in the stubborn way that Nintendo can often be. But then they came out with this patch recently on July 29th, 2025, version 1.2.0, that seemingly addressed this, that seemingly indicated that they heard and listened to the backlash and the feedback and made some adjustments, because the backlash for this was pretty severe. I mean, from, forums and social media to major Nintendo and Mario Kart content creators, universally, this was an abhorred update. And so right here we have a bullet point that reads, increase the frequency of lap-type courses appearing in the selection when choosing the next course in versus race and wireless races. A lot of folks on social media were happy about seeing that bullet point.
And you know what happened? They fucking lied and they didn't put it in because they want to control you.
And news outlets came out and talked
losers.
about how Nintendo seems to have undone at least aspects of that change that people really didn't like. But what I said in my last video discussing this was, time will tell whether the update pushes that enough, whether it reverses the abhorred change enough that players are actually going to be happy with the situation, or if the change is too minimal, where even if some kind of adjustment was made, it's not enough to ultimately fix the issue of not giving players the choices that they want to make as far as what tracks they want to play online is concerned. And now we know that based on the experiences that Mario Kart World players have been having, Nintendo ultimately changed absolutely nothing. Hell, I mean, it's as good as lying, essentially, what Nintendo did, given how few differences there are. And among the biggest proponents of this...
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Congratulations, here's your fucktard card.
...situation is Shortcat, who is a Mario Kart dedicated YouTuber who came out with this video titled, Thanks, Nintendo. I highly recommend you give it a watch.
This is the same company that will copyright every one of your fucking YouTube videos if you try to record their gameplay. And it's the same fucking gameplay, dude. Like, if you play Mario Party, you've played them all. If you play fucking Mario Kart World, you've played them fucking all. They're all copy and paste with slightly different game mechanics. Jesus fucking Christ. It'd be any other company, and you'd never hear the fucking end of it. I don't get it. Why? Even fucking EA rolled back its $80 game price tag. Like, Xbox rolled back. They took back the $80 price tag for games. You guys are really spending $80 to $100 for these dumpster fire, copy and paste, racing, fucking platformer, dog shit kid games. As adults, you get what you fucking deserve. You are a fucking dumbass if you buy these games. I wouldn't even buy this shit for my kid. You know why? Because I'd be so scared to get anything that's not a Nintendo dock or a fucking Switch cartridge from Nintendo that it would brick the console and I'd be down like $800 fucking dollars. No.
It gives you a rundown of all of the patch updates and additions, and some of the additions are neat, others are really minor, and then there's some still baffling lack of quality of life updates to the game. But generally, among the focuses of this video is testing that Shortcat did, going online and doing a bunch of races to see if there is indeed a higher frequency of the 3-lap courses and tracks that people prefer. But what he discovered was that not only is that issue not fixed, it doesn't seem like much has changed at all. Like, he doesn't feel like any sort of shift has happened in the probability of 3-lap courses appearing more often.
I fucking bet.
And while on the back end of the game, Nintendo could argue that they did make some adjustments, so they could have technically increased the frequency of lap-type courses appearing in the selection when choosing the next course and versus race and wireless races. While that
I don't know what I expected when I clicked on this. Give this guy a like, a comment. It's Young Ye. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. Hit a subscribe, give him a like. I'm not shocked by this. I don't understand why so many Nintendo fucktards defend the Nintendo franchise, dude. They're so fucking greedy, and they're absolutely disgusting in the way they do things. I don't understand how people defend this. It just blows my mind. I mean, I guess I kind of get it. Whenever you want to get fucked so hard because you don't have a woman, I can understand why it matters. You got to get that fucking from somewhere, right? It's just, I just, man, what a fucking joke. Here we go. This was uploaded 16 hours ago.
The man who attacked a young restaurant worker. The man bit that worker 6 times. You can
What the fuck?
see some of the wounds there.
Jesus.
Rex Chapman spoke to that teenager in downtown Minneapolis for a story you'll see only on WCCO.
What the fuck?
19-year-old Jazariah Sheldon has worked at the Lotus since he was 16.
Every day I work here, I don't really think of it as like a job. I've known the family since I was like 13.
What he never expected was to be attacked while taking out the garbage. Video from a store nearby shows the confrontation.
When I walked past him for the first time, he said something along the lines of, "What are you doing here, suburb boy?"
Jazariah says there were several people standing by watching as a man continued to verbally attack him.
There was a lady watching. She watched everything happen. And he looks at the lady and he goes, "Watch what I'm about to do to this B word." And then that's when he starts pushing me up against the window. And then that's when it turned into self-defense.
Jazariah studies jiu-jitsu. He used those skills and what he learned as a high school wrestler to fight back.
Every time I would pick him up and have him in the air, he was like 6'2", so he has a lot of room. He would latch onto my shoulder while I was taking him down. And every time I had him on the ground, he would bite my chest.
Bystanders pulled Jazariah off the attacker, and when he tried to walk away, he kept coming for him. He was bitten 6 times on his shoulder, his back, and his arm.
He got his whole mouth on there. Got his whole mouth on there, yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the guy, bit off more than he can chew, so.
Lotus co-owner Yoon Nguyen says his family has seen.
Bro, what the fuck? So he was just standing there, like, bro, I'm telling you, we gotta put these people in a fucking padded room and throw away the key. How are you just gonna be standing there when a dude's trying to do his job, and you just gonna sit there and bite him whenever he starts beating your ass? What the fuck?
The neighborhood changed since they opened in 1984.
What? I think safety is a huge issue here in Minneapolis. People don't tend to come out anymore to go dine out, to go eat.
Yeah, I could imagine. So you got people biting people in a fucking parking lot. I couldn't imagine why that would be. What?
Safe. I think that's the biggest thing.
He wants more patrols in the area, but understands why police response is limited.
Yeah, they need more
They don't
help.
give a shit. That's why.
Guys are just short-staffed.
I bet it took them a long time to get out to that call.
Only so much they can do.
Nguyen hopes neighbors use their power of presence to keep the area safer.
That's crazy, dude. That's actually crazy to me. That's insane. Logan Paul, they're coming for you. You're next.
This elaborate scheme, which involves allegedly kidnapping a wealthy businessman and holding him hostage for his crypto wallet. So, this is John Waltz, who many people refer to as the Crypto King. He rented out a $40,000 a month townhouse in Manhattan, lived like a king, and allegedly ended up torturing a 28-year-old businessman and crypto investor for 17 days straight. The dude was allegedly beaten, forced to take illicit substances by 2 men who were trying to steal his Bitcoin seed phrase.
Arrested barefoot and in a robe, crypto entrepreneur John Waltz expected to appear in court today, accused of kidnapping and a man to steal his Bitcoin password. But Waltz waiving his appearance at the last minute, his lawyer taking no questions.
I have no comment about the case.
Dubbed the Crypto King of Kentucky, Waltz now facing charges of kidnapping, and unlawful imprisonment.
Okay, so let's break down the key characters of this case. You have John Waltz and William Duplessis and their alleged victim, Michael Valentino Teofastro Carteron. In early May of this year, Italian businessman Michael Carteron, he flew into New York from Italy after he had allegedly been lured by threats to his family. What he didn't realize was that he was walking into what prosecutors described as a torture chamber. Off the bat, I mean, this is just insane. We usually cover more lighthearted stories on the channel, but this is just straight up disgusting. They literally pulled the fly here now or we'll come for your family that you normally see in thriller movies, but in real life. Carteron, he was held captive in a luxury 17-room Soho townhouse rented by John Waltz.
There's a townhouse with 17 rooms? Is that like, what the hell?
Like, John Waltz is known within the crypto community as the crypto king of Kentucky. So for 17 days, Carteron says that he was beaten, shocked, burned, and even forced to smoke various substances.
Jesus.
And that is putting it extremely lightly. This was not your average crime scene, according to police reports. One scenario described it as the following. Waltz allegedly carried the victim to the top of the stairs, hung him over the banister, and threatened to end his life if he did not provide his Bitcoin password.
Jesus
What a
Christ.
wonderful vacation to America this was for this Italian man. Man, I feel bad for him. I mean, this is just vile. Keep in mind, while their endgame goal might have been acquiring passwords, it doesn't seem like they planned on leaving him there unscathed, whether that's mentally or physically. It's just super dark stuff over some Bitcoin. And as you can guess, they didn't stop there.
Prosecutors revealing new details about what they say went on in that multi-million-dollar Soho townhouse. Court documents say a 28-year-old man was allegedly there for more than 2 weeks, lured from Italy under threats that his family would be. According to court documents, the victim, possibly a former business
That's crazy that they're actually censoring that online.
partner, was threatened, stripped of his passport and devices, then beaten, shocked with a saw, forced to smoke, even dangled over a staircase, told to give up his Bitcoin password or be.
I mean, this is just absolutely insane. And the victim allegedly had about $28 million in the wallet that they were trying to get into. So I guess they lured him in with threats to his family.
I get why, but like, I thought, doesn't he already have Bitcoin?
While staying in a multi-million-dollar home, they torture him for the information. And bear in mind, this guy was known as the crypto king of Kentucky, meaning the crime is being committed by a dude who, at least online, portrayed himself as a wealthy person.
Yeah, he's
as we do
probably
with
got a lot of money.
crypto, though, that can end pretty quickly. Yeah, I'll be making a video on that shortly. And honestly, I can't even say too many of the details of what actually happened in this house because YouTube would wipe this video from the face of Earth. But what I can say is it involved a fire, a chainsaw, and much more. And if
we're just cycling back now, bro, you ain't got to keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Victim escaped. And once NYPD got involved, they obviously did a search of this luxury location.
That's crazy. It just seems like it's like repeating. That's weird. That's crazy to me, dude. I can't even with that. I guess Hassan and the other guy finally got banned.
Finally, we have some good news. They just destroyed their career. Let's get into it.
A series so villainous. Even Frieza subscribed.
Hello, monkeys.
Where's this at? There we go.
Welcome back to a series so villainous.
Oh my god.
Even Frieza subscribed. In today's video,
Fuck!
He's now mad at me for literally showing his own clips in context, and he's crashing out at commentary channels. Local Hassan Orbiter and terminal simp Mike from PA has exposed himself, and a clip is going viral where he is calling Jews a demonic ethnicity. Somebody's mask.
Yeah, Asman is advocating for his removal on the platform as well.
Slipped, and he forgot to say the word Zionist this time. Not looking good for Hassan's little goon squad. Asmongold has responded going after Twitch, recommending people to even go after advertisers.
Yep.
Ethan has responded as well, just absolutely
We're gonna go back
dunking.
to Tectone. We're
Now,
gonna go back to Tectone.
finally, we have some good news. They just
for Hassan's little goon squad. Asmongold has
True.
responded going after Twitch, recommending people to even go after advertisers.
Yep.
Ethan has responded as well, just absolutely dunking on Mike. Mike from PA has responded, subscribe to expose the truth about every single Hassan orbiter. Now,
Unfortunately, Asmon didn't go live yesterday, so he missed the fun. So he has no idea what happened so far.
begin with Hassan.
Didn't Asmongold get banned for saying less?
Yes, he absolutely did. Everyone has been banned, including Tectone himself, for saying that Frogan was fat. So,
Brother, chatter, I got banned for calling Frogan fat for 2 weeks. I
There it is.
guarantee you, Mike from PA will be banned for 1 week max.
if that.
This guy called all Jews a demonic entity. I called a fat bitch fat, and I got banned for 2 weeks.
Yep.
So, Mike from PA goes live and is racist as fuck openly, which he has been for years, by the way. Mike from PA has been weird as fuck for years. He's probably in the top 10 worst people on the platform. I tell the truth, I get banned for 2 weeks.
Hassan calling out slop tubers once again.
W's in the chat for everybody spamming this shit to advertisers. We need to become the bitches that show all Hassan and Denims and Mike from PA clips to Amazon and all advertisers.
I think that's what really needs to happen, is that since Twitch doesn't want to step in and get these people banned because of whatever reasons, like they're obviously biased for these people. I mean, for fuck's sake, Hassan gets his birthday sung out every single time it's his birthday from the Twitch staff. So that should be a pretty big fucking indicator right there. And then on top of that, like this guy's going around saying that like the Jewish people are all demons, like Jesus Christ. Like how is this even a question?
Platform. Yeah, we have to become internet Karens.
John thinks apolitical commentators are poisoning the brains of America's young men. So somebody tweeted out, in late 2023, the serious thinkers on this website and in the media at large called you a Q-level conspiracy theorist radical if you suggested that Israel intentionally bombed a hospital. So Hassan
What's crazy is that if Hassan gets banned off of Twitch, he's done. Like,
responds, there's an entire commentary sphere of YouTube that is poisoning the brains of America's young men under the guise of apolitical commentary. Wow, I wonder who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Whose only involvement with Israel commentary has been to try and smear the few content creators who have actively spoken
I mean, for
out
fuck's
against
sake,
Israel.
Hassan has been called out in a negative light by Sinner before.
This is
so
Hassan's
like,
go-to strategy. Just instantly make it a political issue and instantly make it an Israel versus Palestine thing. Dude,
Yep. Just say Israel bad, and then he can say whatever the fuck else he wants. All he has to do is say support Palestine, and then he can say whatever the fuck else he wants to say, and everybody will spam W. This
Yeah.
guy is so.
It's kind of annoying.
Maybe I should. What if I grift to far left? Maybe I'll go to like an African shaman, and I'll ask them to shrink my head too.
That's here. So he talks about apolitical commentary. Obviously, Asmon, he calls him specifically Asmongold or a right-wing grifter. So they're talking about him. Nux is obviously political. Pretty much the only person left here is me, but obviously he's too afraid to name drop or he's going to get episode 1000 on his ass. Literally, my one position on this is don't be a terrorist glazer. Apparently, that's like a controversial stance to have. And I obviously call out people from both sides. I made an entire video on Trump hiding the Epstein files. In fact, I would argue I'm one of the most unbiased people here, considering I'm not even American, so I don't really give a shit about your politics. Most of my opinions are just common sense opinions, which is why majority of people...
That's really what's kind of taken off right now, is the fact that it doesn't really matter if you're left or right, because we're so tired of being given either the left or right shit hand. When they're both shit, don't play the game. That's kind of the consensus now. Is like, if the system's rigged against you, then don't play the game. Like, seriously, it doesn't matter if they're left or right. If the logic says that both are shit, then don't play the fucking game. It's not complicated. Just don't do
agree with it.
Yeah, but the world doesn't like common sense, man. They don't like that. Common sense.
God, no, they don't.
Simply calling out degeneracy, right? So how about you address the actual arguments, right? Prove you're not a terrorist glazer, prove that you're not an anti-Semitic freak, and for once in your goddamn pathetic life, admit some wrongdoing. Holy shit, take accountability. People responded, more Pegasus and Nux have broken this man. He smears himself by spewing terrorist propaganda to the point of absurdity. But no, let's just blame moderate commentators like Pegasus instead of taking accountability for his own awful behavior and reputation. Okay, so basically everybody recognizes this is literally directed at me. I don't know who else it could possibly be. Is Hassan not the same thing? Is he also not poisoning the minds of young people?
Obviously
he absolutely is. I mean, the amount of damage
He has no idea how to do any self-reflection, guys. Let's be real.
this guy is done, dude. I'm just saying, if I was president, this dude will be out of my country, all right? Translation, I hate when those dirty little commentary YouTubers report on my extreme or dumb takes. Don't you know streaming is harder than 9 to 5? Or pics or nothing happens.
Oh, what a little bitch. So apparently the Matthew McCloskey guy fucking hit a copyright strike on my fucking channel yesterday. The video that we saw with the Death Stranding, the little pussbag copyrighted. Okay. Hold on. Because that means that there's a video as well that I need to pull down. It's a good thing I caught that shit before it hit me again. The little shit bag. Where's it at? Okay, so yep, I got one strike on the channel.
Literally, if you want
that
people
little
to stop
shitbag.
making videos about you and stop talking about you, how about you stop screwing
That's
up?
crazy that I can react to the biggest people on the channel, but one little dude. I even got like boom morphed again. But that's okay, guy. That's okay. It just means that I'm gonna have to start being careful on what I watch.
On a daily basis. It's not hard. Somebody just posted the Hassan system, hide, alter, strawman, avoid, and name call.
That's crazy because he didn't fucking hit the video that I had posted, but I just deleted that shit. Because the last thing I'm gonna do is fucking deal with that retard. But he sure fucking he hit my so they pulled the entire live stream from yesterday down. They didn't hit the video. He didn't complain about the video, but he hit my live stream, the little bastard.
Let's move on to
But that's
a
okay.
classic Hassan orbiter. This is
God, oh no, oh Jesus, bro, this clip haunts me, man. I've seen this clip at least 1,000 times. A political commentator, a Hassan orbiter meets a real woman for the first time.
the Omega terminal simp who has the most cringe viral.
It shouldn't affect anything. It shouldn't. It's just really fucking retarded that happened.
Jesus Christ, that hurts every time.
Clip in existence.
I think that's fine. So if a guy pays for my cab.
So that's Mike from PA.
I'm getting your attention.
That's weird
feel
that
like I
that's how he
touched
looks
my,
now. He's got like a beard and everything now.
Well, apparently he has
That's
exposed
him now.
himself big time. Here he's calling Jews a demonic ethnicity. I mean, this should 100% get you banned. I mean, this is just straight up anti-Semitic.
Permanently banned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything less than permanently banned, and this platform is even more of a joke than I thought it was.
That's right.
The curse of Iran's unremitting aggression, or the blessing of a historic reconciliation between
Iran's crew isn't using Zionists as a dog whistle to be anti.
You to stop it. Literally malfunction.
Like, did they actually get banned?
get
I'm
the
not
guess
gonna
for the
sit
next
here
stream,
for a
obviously.
30-minute
the
video.
browser, look at every advertiser that Twitch has.
Absolutely.
And then send it to every advertiser that Twitch has.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
Like,
really
that's really what's gonna get. I'm gonna stop this video right here because like that's really what's gonna get these people out of here is if you just obviously Twitch doesn't want to get these people the fuck out of here. So what's gonna have to happen is they're gonna have to they're going to have to get a bunch of people together. They're going to have to pull all these clips together, make a decently sized file, like an email or something, send it all to the advertisers and to the Amazon themselves, and have all this shit pulled. That's really what's going to have to happen here, for sure. Like, that should have been, like, square one right there. Let me go over to the playlist. Home. Wait, what happened? Of course, Hassan's threatening to sue people. Why wouldn't he? Okay. Open a new tab.
Last night.
I think we have, where's it at? We got one more video that we probably going to end because I got a call around from a medication. There we go. Found it. Actually, let me see if there's any more breaking news before we start that. Home. News. I don't see anything new. I'm able to react to the... It doesn't matter. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. Okay, we should be good. I need to use the bathroom right quick. Hold on. Oh, fuck that. Where's my, no. see. Hold on. Re-upload? How do you spell that? Re-upload. I guess. So I submitted a appeal because I said that I didn't just re-upload the video. In fact, it was part of an entire stream. And I said that based on fair use, which, by the way, I have pulled up, I asked what Google's, YouTube's fair use was. And it says, for fair use on YouTube as definition by U.S. law, allows the use of copyrighted material without permission under certain circumstances, primarily for purpose like commentary, criticism, news reporting, and educational use. I fall under commentary because it's a reaction. So, and I submitted that. YouTube's gonna look at it. I told them, I was like, I'll take the video down, I don't care, but I want the strike to be removed. So, all right, let me use the bathroom and then we're gonna watch this and then move on. All right, let's watch this. Gmail. It's crazy is that if he had just emailed me, I could have just taken it down. But if you want to use YouTube, we can use YouTube. That's fine. We can use YouTube system. By the way, if YouTube finds in my favor, it goes against them and not me. So all you had to do is email me or get into Discord. I would have taken it down, but that's fine. You want to sit here and file copyright like that? I got you, bud.
U.S. Army soldiers begin their journey to earn the highly
You ain't the
respected
only one that know how to throw down.
by attending Special Forces Assessment and Selection, commonly known as SFAS. This grueling program serves as the essential first step toward joining one of the world's most elite military units. SFAS is conducted by the 1st Special Warfare Training Group, Airborne, a unit of the U.S. Army John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Center and School at Fort Liberty, North Carolina, formerly known as Fort Bragg, the historic home of Army Special Operations Forces. The program includes rigorous land navigation exercises, often requiring candidates to cover more than 50 miles on foot with a heavy rucksack across unfamiliar terrain using only a map and compass. The selection process lasts approximately 24 days, during which candidates face extreme physical and mental challenges designed to test their endurance, resilience, and adaptability. Candidates must overcome physically demanding obstacles such as rope climbs, wall scales, monkey bars, and balance beams, all performed under intense fatigue and stress. Upper body strength and grip endurance are vital, especially for obstacles like the Weaver and inverted wall.
I came into the Army after I graduated college as an 11 Bravo infantryman, and I've been in 7 years now. The first 2 weeks were very manageable events and, team week. then suddenly you're going for 20, 21 hours some days, and so that can be kind of a gut check there. For our class, it was extremely hot, and so a lot of the mental part for us was make it to the next ice bucket to cool down. It lets you relax for that 5 minutes and realize it's not so bad, I can keep going. I'd say 90% of it is thinking that you can do it. Most people don't have anything special, they just refuse to give up, and they just keep putting one foot in front of the other until it's over.
One of the most challenging components is the Nightland Navigation course, which requires candidates to navigate over 10 miles in complete darkness using only a map and compass, testing both physical endurance and mental focus. The selection also features a team week, where candidates perform strenuous team-based tasks under severe physical and psychological stress. Throughout SFAS, candidates endure severe sleep deprivation, often sleeping less than 4 hours per night, and operate on restricted caloric intake, pushing their ability to perform under extreme fatigue.
Oh, that thing sounds like it's fucking
During
awful.
Team Week, candidates haul massive logs, metal poles, and sandbags through unforgiving
Special
terrain.
forces.
Not to build muscle, but to expose true leadership, teamwork, and grit under pressure. Successfully finishing SFAS does not guarantee selection. Only those who demonstrate elite leadership, teamwork, and unwavering persistence move forward for further Special Forces training.
Pushing the whole Jeep.
Those who fail SFAS are generally allowed one additional attempt, but must wait 6 to 12 months before reapplying.
Holy shit. Damn.
The entire Special Forces training pipeline experiences a dropout rate exceeding 60%, making it one of the most selective military programs worldwide. After SFAS, selected soldiers advance to the Special Forces Qualification Course, known as the Q Course, which is the final and most comprehensive phase of training to become a Green Beret.
Nice.
The Q course is divided into multiple phases, covering individual skills, military occupational specialty (MOS) training, unconventional warfare, language and cultural training, and extensive field exercises. Phase 1 focuses on physical conditioning, small unit tactics, and foundational military skills, ensuring candidates meet strict baseline requirements.
Man, that is some spooky stuff right there. Like, having to like go through and clear all those areas out like that, man.
Phase 2 advances training in patrolling, reconnaissance, ambush tactics, and other combat techniques critical for Special Forces operations.
Oh yeah, here we go. We got the water training now.
Phase 3 delivers MOS-specific instruction,
big-ass
assigning
dudes.
soldiers to roles such as weapons sergeant, engineer sergeant, medical sergeant, communications sergeant, or intelligence sergeant.
Damn, so they go through all this and they're not even guaranteed to get accepted into this? This is crazy.
Language and cultural training is an essential phase, where candidates learn a foreign language based on their future deployment area, enhancing mission effectiveness in diverse environments. Weapons training throughout the pipeline covers handling, maintenance, and firing of various U.S. military small arms, including the M4 carbine, M249 squad automatic weapon, and M240B machine gun.
What the hell are they doing with those goggles? They trying to like focus them?
Some Green Berets may also train on foreign weapons like the AK-47, depending.
Oh, so you get all kinds of training when you get into this one, huh? I wonder how long you have to be like part of either the Marines or the military before you can apply for the Green Berets.
Depending on mission requirements.
That's kind of crazy.
Soldiers train in mechanical, ballistic, thermal, and explosive breaching techniques.
Damn!
Enabling rapid and safe entry during high-risk operations.
Oh, they got little models.
Classroom
They also get trained in the explosives too, huh? So they get to learn C4. Seems like this is just kind of like the know-it-all guys.
Develop strategic mission planning, detailed mission analysis, and tactical decision-making skills.
Holy crap.
Cultivating the critical thinking needed in complex operational environments.
They're like structural weak points, right? Yeah.
Instruction on the law of war and rules of engagement teaches legal and ethical considerations, supported by real-world case studies to prepare soldiers for the responsibilities of special operations.
Well, that's so crazy. We had the same kind of AAOS. We had the same kind of training PowerPoints whenever I went to the fire academy. The
Soldiers
exact
for
same
the
ones.
responsibilities of special operations.
I bet they're doing triage. Yep.
The Special Forces Medical Sergeant course lasts approximately 52 weeks, with additional time required for prerequisite training and
Why would they need to do that? Why would they need to be able to do that?
qualification. Providing intensive instruction in trauma care, emergency medical procedures, and battlefield evacuation. Advanced communications training ensures Special Forces soldiers operate secure radios, satellite systems, and other technologies essential for maintaining
GTAC.
contact during remote and sensitive missions. Green Berets specialize in unconventional warfare, direct action, counterterrorism, reconnaissance, and foreign internal defense.
There's a button on this side. If you could have the person wake up with us.
Established officially in 1952, the U.S. Army Special Forces operate under the United States Army Special Operations Command.
Oh, here we go. Why are they in like
Currently,
normal clothes?
there are approximately 4,000 active-duty Green Berets, with additional personnel in the Army National Guard, bringing
Damn.
the total closer to 7,000.
That's it? Out of everything? Damn, they made that course hard then. Jeez.
Training to earn the Green Beret lasts a minimum of 62 to 95 weeks, depending on the
Oh.
soldier's specialty and language requirements.
Oh, you gotta learn different languages too. Oh, that's crazy, dude.
Graduating from Special Forces training earns a soldier the Green Beret, a symbol that marks their readiness to join the ranks of America's most elite and unconventional warriors.
Jesus. So they have like their own squads, or they like kind of just put back into the rest of the platoons like normal?
Green Berets operate in over 70 countries, typically in small teams known as Operational Detachment Alphas, or
Okay, so
ODAS.
They do work in their own teams together with other Green Berets. I heard that Delta Force is really hard to get into as well.
Each consisting of 12 highly trained members. ODAS includes specialists
You know what?
in
You're
weapons, engineering, medical, communications, intelligence, and leadership roles, working seamlessly together to accomplish complex missions.
Right. Oh, the lights! Damn!
Fluency in at least one foreign language is mandatory, allowing Green Berets to build rapport and operate effectively alongside local forces. The unit's history is deeply rooted in the Vietnam War, where more than 12,000 Green Berets served, and 17 received the Medal of Honor for extraordinary valor.
Damn, they're even trained with the rifles just like the Marines. The long range sniper rifles. These guys
In
kind of
recent
just
years,
do it all, huh?
Green Berets have played critical roles in counterterrorism operations across Iraq,
Damn.
Syria,
How
Africa,
far you think he's trying to shoot? You think at least 100 yards? 200? Mile? Half a mile?
and other regions.
These guys just do it all, man. They know different languages. They go out alone. Man, they weren't fucking around whenever they made them Rambo movies. 2,000 yards? Damn!
2017, Green Berets were ambushed in Niger, tragically resulting in the loss of 4 U.S. soldiers, highlighting the risks of their demanding missions.
Yeah, I could imagine. I'd imagine that doesn't happen too often, though.
The Green Beret was officially authorized by President John F. Kennedy in 1961, who praised Special Forces soldiers as soldiers who dare to do the things others cannot. Today, Green Berets remain among the most elite fighting forces worldwide, trained extensively in airborne operations, combat diving, and HALO, high-altitude, low-opening parachute jumps.
Yep. That's what Snake did in Metal Gear Solid 3, if you're wondering. At the beginning. So that is a real thing that they do. I thought it was BS. I guess that's a real thing that they do. Halo jumps, huh? So I guess they tried to portray Snake in Metal Gear Solid 3 as the original Halo jumper.
They serve within 6 active-duty Special Forces groups and 2 National Guard groups, providing rapid global response capabilities.
I bet that shit's so fun to do, to bust open the doors like that. I bet they have a ton of fun doing that. Because, like, they're already past, like, the boot camp style stuff, so now they're just getting, like, trained in the actual, like, knowledge and bomb-based stuff. Think about how much easier that would be if you were already fluent in 2 languages. I'd imagine that's like 1,000 times easier.
Beyond combat, Green Berets receive training in psychological operations and intelligence gathering to support their unconventional warfare missions.
Yeah, they gotta cover their faces. Because I'd imagine that a lot of these guys go in and, you know, they're probably in enemy territory, so they can't get seen. Damn, they all got big-ass guns. They all got big-ass guns, bro.
Following the September 11th
they all got, like, fully automatic, big-ass LMG-style guns.
attacks, Green Berets were among the first U.S. forces to enter Afghanistan. Working alongside CIA operatives and the Northern Alliance, they played a pivotal role in toppling the Taliban regime.
Push up. Push up. Keep pushing in. Pushing in. Pushing. Keep pushing in. Pushing.
Green Berets are trained to operate independently behind enemy lines for extended durations, relying on survival skills, stealth, and tactical expertise. The Green Beret motto, De oppresso liber, translates to free the oppressed, reflecting their mission to support allied and indigenous forces globally. Close quarters combat, CQC, training is a core discipline.
Holy shit,
Green
so
Beret
yeah, that's just like Metal Gear Solid 3. That's kind of crazy.
Practice it.
Damn, I wonder if Kojima was into like the whole Green Berets thing. Like, did he ever actually want to be a Green Beret?
Alongside Allied Special Operations Forces. These high-intensity
toy guns.
drills simulate urban warfare environments where engagements happen within seconds, often in tight, confined spaces like buildings, tunnels, and ships.
I bet.
Joint training includes forces from NATO and partners, such as Spain's Grupo Especial de Operaciones the UK, Norway, the Philippines, Jordan, South Korea, and
A
others.
little bit of everybody. So I wonder if they have their own type of special or Green Berets that they send in with these guys that are also like highly elite soldiers.
Partners bring unique tactics and technologies, teaching interoperability in communications, breaching methods, and mission planning. Host nation exercises span diverse environments, from Cold War-style Arctic exercises to Mediterranean amphibious ops, across Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and beyond. Regular all-domain exercises such as Saber Guardian and Arctic Edge integrate CQC with air support, naval insertion, and communications training.
Crazy. Yeah, man, they're doing combat? Why?
Expanded Green Beret operations dramatically, requiring adaptability across multiple theaters worldwide.
Woo! Cold plunge. Woo! You know, low-key, I've kind of always wanted to do that, but like, man, that's gotta suck. That has
Cold
to
weather
suck.
survival is a specialty for select units, with training in shelter construction, fire making, and ice water immersion drills designed to prevent hypothermia.
Oh,
and
damn,
enhance
so they even have to make their own little camp. That is insane. Man, like, being a firefighter, like, that boot camp style thing, this is like a whole nother level of, like, elitism. This is insane. This is so cool. These guys are absolute fucking beasts.
They conduct cold weather warfare using skis, snowshoes, and specialized gear, practicing stealth and ambush tactics in snowy, icy terrain. Fast rope insertion and extraction system, or FRIES, enables Green Berets to rapidly deploy from helicopters without landing, ideal for urban, jungle, or maritime operations.
I'm kind of surprised more military camps don't train for this.
Helocasting involves low-altitude water insertion from helicopters.
Yeah, they get trained to do that
jump
too?
into water and swim covertly to shore. A critical skill for maritime special operations.
Yeah, I could imagine, like, a lot of these would probably be critical skills that you would use all the time. Do an assault school? Okay, they do an assault school? That would make more sense. Because all we've seen so far is the boot camp style stuff.
These insertion methods demand specialized training in rope descent, water survival, and night operations. Green Berets regularly undergo dive requalification to maintain combat diving proficiency, including open and closed-circuit diving, underwater navigation, and tactical swimming. Requalification ensures readiness for covert infiltration, underwater demolitions, and rescue missions. Divers also practice emergency procedures such as equipment failure responses and blackout mask drills.
That looks
Training
bad
occurs in
shit
pools,
crazy.
open water,
Dude,
and
that actually, I don't know if I could do that. That's probably where I'd probably draw the line right there. I mean, actually, this is probably the only one where I'd be like, nope, I don't think I could do this.
Simulated high-stress environments to replicate real mission conditions.
I bet they have a ton of fun, but there's no way I could do that.
They are trained to operate in extreme environments,
That is
including deserts,
crazy.
jungles,
That is
mountains,
impressive.
and Arctic regions, demonstrating unmatched versatility and resilience.
These men are fucking badasses. Jesus.
If you're enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe for more in-depth videos just like this one.
You guys got to hit that subscribe button, that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the IMD Aviation channel. You guys are fucking awesome. I look forward to seeing a lot more of these guys, man. That is so cool. That was probably the best one I think I've seen yet. That was impressive. Hell yeah, that was what's up. All right, boys, I think I'm gonna roll up out of here. I gotta do a lot of shit. So I'm like, even though it's not like noon already, I'm already behind because I gotta do some stupid shit with YouTube now. And then I've got to fucking call around, and then I've got to start making shorts and then videos, and then it's gonna be a fucking shite show. But I will see y'all on Monday. We will be back on Monday, bright and early. Stay safe out there. Have a great weekend, and don't do anything crazy. I guess I'm gonna have to start being more careful about what I react to. I did send a thing in saying that like I fell under like the reaction. It's not like I took the content without like making commentary to it and uploaded it. I actually paused the video and commented on it. It's that stupid Death Stranding one that we watched yesterday with the doll. So like it should fall under those guidelines. It should be fair use. But I'll take it down regardless. I just think that he could have emailed me or sent me a Discord message or something. I'd have taken it down. Would have been no problem. But I'm out of here, bruh. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. Peace and out.